Alright, come on in. Let's get going. We got stuff to do. Stuff to do, debts to see. Door. Can we really break down a door this strong? These undying flames are in the way too. Getting rid of them with an extinguisher isn't gonna do anything, right? Let's all attack at once with our class weapons. If we work together, I'm sure we can manage somehow. Even if we can, should we really be doing this? Ain't no use checking out now after everything we've been through. We gotta do this. Ema would do it. Destroying the door we've been protecting all this time with our own hands. Who'd have thought it would come to this? Not me, that's for sure. I know it feels strange, but it's time for us to see the truth for ourselves. Let's break down this door. Yeah, baby, I'm feeling it now. Who's ready? I don't need you to tell me. Let's do this. It is time. On your guard. Or, okay. Okay, here goes. All of us face the defense room's door and simultaneously readied our class weapons. But before we could attack, suddenly he appeared before us.
What the? It's a monster! A ghost!
Wait! This is the guy Takumi told us about.
The person made of undying flames?
Yeah. The same one who keeps appearing in front of me. This is the Undying Flame Boy.
Oh, is this him? He's kinda cute.
But what is this thing? Undying flames in the form of a person?
It clearly ain't human. It must be an invader.
No, I'm not an invader.
Huh?
He can talk now. It was a strange voice. Rather than hearing it with my ears, it was like it was resonating directly inside my body.
I am not your enemy. I've always been in here. I've been inside the defense room this whole time.
Question mark. Can you hear me? Can you finally hear me? Yeah, I hear you, but why now? Is this because of the Supreme Commander's cryptoglobin? Same as how I started to understand the invader's language? No, it's similar, but I think it must be a little different. To begin with, this isn't my true appearance. It's an avatar created using cryptoglobin. An avatar created from cryptoglobin. This voice isn't normal either. It was made with cryptoglobin, so it can only be heard with cryptoglobin. But you couldn't hear me with the power you had before. It wasn't strong enough. Now that you've absorbed enough cryptoglobin, it's allowed you to hear my voice. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Hey, Takumi, are you perhaps able to hear what he's saying? Yeah, this is the first time, but I can hear him. Really, I can't hear anything. I can tell he's talking, though. So what is he? Alright, we've got a lot of questions. I'll try asking him. Tell me, who exactly are you? As I mentioned before, this body is an avatar created with cryptoglobin. My real body is inside of the defense room. Why the defense room? Isn't there a weapon inside of there? I'm not a weapon, I'm a person, just like you. Not an ordinary human, though. Because of some random mutation, I have extra powerful cryptoglobin. Extra powerful? It allows me to create and control undying flames. The wall of fire was created with my cryptoglobin's power as well. You made the wall of fire? This form too. I created it by manipulating undying flames. My real body can't leave the defense room, so sometimes I check on things in the school by creating an avatar. You stumbled upon that avatar before and mistook me for an invader. What's your real body look like? Why is it in the defense room? I don't know that myself. What am I really, I wonder? Huh? At the very least, I know I'm not your enemy, because I'm just like all of you. I was also brought here to protect humanity. You were brought here too? To protect humanity? Hey, what are you talking about? Are you saying this guy's got the same mission as us? What's he been doing here? Want to know my purpose here at the Academy? I'll tell you, although Siri originally forbade me from telling anyone. He told you to stay quiet? But he's not here anymore, and you all came here for answers, right? Ever since I was brought to this school, I've been storing up undying flames in the defense room. After 100 days, that power will be enough to raise all life on this planet. All life? So you'll kill off the invaders with your power? You're gonna burn them all with undying flames? I suppose so. It seems humanity wants to annihilate them at all costs. That what it takes to stop world death? Will world death end if the invaders all die? I don't know the details myself. Siri never told me. Weren't told anything, but you're the one who has to actually burn them all? Yes, I'm just like you in that regard. I exist only to be used by humanity. Being used, yeah, that sounds about right. When you activate that power of yours, what will happen to the rest of us? Will we be burned up with the invaders? I didn't hear anything from Siri on the subject, but I doubt you'd walk away unscathed after being bathed in undying flames. So we'll die after all. It really is our fate. Hey, Takumi, what's this guy saying? It's about time you started sharing what you know. Yeah, you're right. Well, I relayed everything I'd heard to the others. They'd all had their suspicions about it, of course, but hearing it from the source had a lot more impact. All of them were shocked. They needed a minute to take it all in. So, we're really gonna be killed on day 100. Burned up by the undying flames along with the invaders. Oh, we're gonna die. We're all gonna die together. We were just sacrificial pawns in this plan, Bima included. Our worst nightmares were right on the money. I wish we could have been wrong. All that stuff about going home on day 100 and seeing the people we care about again? All that was just a bunch of bullshit? We were deceived from the very start. I'll never get to see Leo again. Hey, the undying flames are part of this guy's power, right? Can't he just, not set them off? That's something you can do? No, I'm sorry. My real body doesn't have the power to do that. What do you mean? The flames that are going to kill us are your power, aren't they? Yes, but my body, it's... Just then, someone stepped forward and inserted themselves between us. May I have a moment? Ado spoke to the boy in the undying flame. I can't hear you, but you can hear me, right? So, I'd like you to hear me out. Could you let us see your real body? Huh? I'd like to see it with my own eyes before the end, the true form of who we've been protecting. That's why we all came here to the defense room in the first place. How about it? Actually, I was gonna suggest that myself. I thought it would be more convincing than trying to explain it with words. You'll understand once you see me. You'll see that I have no power at all, that I can't do anything. With that, the boy breathed in undying flames turned to face the defense room door. He began walking forward and went straight through. As he did so, the undying flames in front of the door were extinguished. In the center of that sturdy door was now a gaping hole as if it had melted clean away. The door's been destroyed. Such power. Looks like we can go in easily enough now. Well, are we gonna? Oh, this hole, it was made for us. Come here, let's check it out. Right. Okay, here goes. I've gotta admit, I feel kinda nervous. Same here, what could be beyond this door? Our bodies stiff and tense, we approached the door. And we went inside. The place was hard to describe in words. The school we'd been staying in all this time was strange, but this place was even stranger. Damn, it's huge. This is some real sci-fi shit. Hey, are those missiles over there? They're hooked up to that device in the center. Is it making undying flames? Looks like the flames are being packed into dozens of missiles. Are they gonna fire all those missiles on day 100? I love that. Those are what's gonna burn up every last bit of life on Earth. All the more believable after seeing them for ourselves. Holy Jumonji sword, are you there? I'm a little scared. More importantly, where's the ghost boy's real body? Where is he?
Over here.
Huh? I heard a voice that didn't seem to be coming from any one particular place, but rather echoing directly inside of me. I've been here this whole time for almost 100 days. Unable to move an inch, just having the power of my cryptoglobin absorbed continually. Here in this machine, inside Last Defense Academy. What? Where are you?
Right in front of you.
In front of me? You mean inside of that machine there? I was given the mission of eradicating all life on Earth through the power of my cryptoglobin. Regardless of my own will. The extraction of my cryptoglobin is fully automated, so I remain here immobile, simply being drained. I have no freedom. I'm no more than an object, or maybe I should say, a weapon. I don't even have my own name. Not even a name. I can't move my body properly, let alone leave this place. So I created an avatar to try and talk to all of you, the people fighting alongside me. But my voice couldn't reach you. If I'd been able to talk to you sooner, maybe we could have avoided losing so many of you. But it's too late for regrets now. Time can only go forward, never back. So you're really in here, sealed up inside of that device? Yes, look for yourself, my real body, my pitiful and wretched form. Determined, I began to make my way toward the device. At the top of it was a transparent capsule. I went up the stairs until I was right next to it, and peered inside.
What the?
I couldn't help but let out a cry. Inside the capsule was maybe the last thing I'd been expecting. It was a tiny newborn baby.
What is going on here? Don't tell me this is... What? Eito?
I knew there was something fishy about him.
System down. System down. Emergency. Emergency. Switching to reserve power supply. Restore system immediately.
What the heck? What's happening? Incredible! Such incredible power! It's like no other cryptoglobin I've taken before. Incomprehensible power! You see?
What?
Ada, what are you doing? What am I doing? Can't you see? I took his power. The same cryptoglobin that the Supreme Commander was so desperate to have. You actually killed him? The baby inside that capsule is mummified now. I don't know what a baby was doing in there, but not my problem. I don't care at all. Shouted out all around me.
Hey, can you hear me? If you're still there, say something.
But my voice just echoed emptily. The strange voice from before never answered. Oh, he's gone for good, trust me.
You can do that, can't you? We are friends, after all.
You... What the hell were you thinking? Do you even know what you just did? Of course, I'm fully aware. That's why I did it, obviously. Wow, don't tell me Ado's giving in to the darkness. Does this mean the true identity of the traitor is... traitor? I knew that you and Nemo were searching for the traitor, Kako. Alas, it seems you didn't find your way to me. Well, that was quite a boon for me. I should thank you. What is the meaning of this? It's him. He did it all. Hiroko and the prisoner. He killed them. What? Sir Ado? That's right. It was all me.
I killed Hiroko. I killed the prisoner. I destroyed Sire. I did it all. I gave you hideous monsters the punishment you deserved.
Monster? No, it's not true, is it, Ado? You need to put more trust in your friends. Everything I'm telling you is the truth. Then how did you manage to kill Siri? You wanna know? Fine, anything for a friend. First I called Siri over to the gym. I told him there was something I wanted to discuss alone after sleeping hours. Then I acted like I was ready to fight, and once I'd talked to him for a while and got him to let his guard down. I told him I wanted him to teach me how to use hemoanima, and I transformed.
Then I stabbed him with this very blade. It wasn't hard to destroy him once his guard was down. The first blow was fatal, and then it was over.
Well, wait a minute. We weren't supposed to be able to touch him. He said he had bombs implanted in our bodies.
Oh, that was just a bluff. A bluff? Or so I'd been hoping anyway. Unfortunately, the explosives are real. It's a good thing I killed him instantly in one shot. I don't remember what happened after that.
Presumably because I was killed by my bomb exploding. Then how are you still alive? Is your body secretly made of rubber or sand or boogers? Don't tell me. The Revival-matic? Yes, the Revival-matic brought me back. It's fully automated and works outside of battle, too. Sirei had prepared for being attacked by someone, but it seems he didn't anticipate an attack that was a sudden, lethal blow. After that, I had to destroy the evidence. I put the dismembered Sirei into trash bags.
Then I went out and disposed of his remains in the ruins outside the school. It was a little unexpected when Takumi found them later on, though.
Why would you do that? What was the point of destroying Siri? I'll tell you my motives later. Isn't there something else you should be asking instead? Come on, you're not gonna ask about Hiroko? I know we all hated her, but you could at least spare a thought for her. You killed Hiroko too? You went and laid hands on a woman? I did, of course. I could never win in an honest fight, so...
I snuck into her room while she was sleeping. You know how Hiroko was. But even she didn't see this coming. She made it easy for me to kill her. She was so shocked when she died. She made the ugliest face.
You're so screwed up, man. I wish I could have seen how she looked too. That evening, Hiroko had promised to reveal everything to us the next day.
Oh.
But it's a relief that I'll finally get it off my chest. I'm going to sleep well tonight. Edo took advantage of the opening her relaxed mood gave him. After I killed her and drained her cryptoglobin, I snuck out and disposed of the mummy in the ruins farther out. But then, of course, you had to go and find her body, too. You're quite the perplexing person, Takumi. What about the prisoner? She was already a blackened mummy by the time we found her.
Oh.
Everyone was utterly focused on finding her and Ima back then.
But I went alone to search in an area away from everyone else. I figured if I could find them first, I'd be able to absorb their cryptoglobin in secret. Luckily for me, that's exactly what happened. Except I only found the prisoner. After that, I pretended as if I just found the prisoner's body. Hey, everybody! Here, come over here!
Edo, did you find something? See, now you believe I did it, right? Who even are you? Me? I'm Edo Atsuki, of course. This is the real me. This is who I've always been. You mean you've been deceiving us all along, lying to us? You were always thinking of your friends and worrying about everyone. All that was a lie? Come on, Edo, answer me. That's right, it was a lie. Sorry about that. That's all you have to say. Why did you betray us? What benefit is there to taking the side of the invaders? I don't intend to take the side of the invaders. I don't really get what they're all about. And why? Because genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I want to wipe out humanity in all its hideousness. Huh? I've always loathed humans.
I hate them so much! I can't stand it! Ugly, reeking, nasty, repulsive human beings!
What are you talking about? It's been that way since the day I was born. In my eyes, all of humanity looks like unsightly, freakish, eerie monsters. The sound their voices produce is utterly disturbing, and when they come close, their stench makes me want to avert my face.
I recall the doctor said I have an unexplained cognitive disorder. These strange symptoms apparently only occur in humans. The only person who looks normal is my own reflection in the mirror. All other humans are no more than hideous, repulsive beings.
1 second. There's a bunny, like, right out the window. What a cute little bunny.
When I was a child, I thought I was insane. I kept hoping my symptoms would someday improve. I did everything I could to avoid human contact, and hid myself away in the library. I read all manner of books there, especially ones about humanity's journey through history. As I studied these histories, left behind, unread and covered in dust, I discovered the truth. I found out just how ugly and sinful humans really are. Humans are always fighting, belittling, cursing, hating, stealing, defrauding, mocking, deceiving, envying, abusing, arguing, and killing each other. They're wretched, horrible monsters who trample on the dignity of other creatures' lives without any compunctions or guilt.
What is this? Have you lost your mind, Sir Ado? It includes world death, you know. That was a disaster caused by mankind. Humans continually engaged in their brazen destruction of Mother Earth, the very one who birthed them. The extreme weather was a warning from the planet, and still humanity made no attempt to stop. In the end, Earth chose death, one more horrible tragedy caused by human ugliness. What's the point of all this rambling? Once I found out just how repulsive humanity really is, I had a realization. It wasn't insane. I was the only one left on this planet with any decency at all. My eyes are righteous eyes that can see the ugliness of humanity for what it really is. My ears and nose, they're righteous too. There's nothing wrong with me. Human beings are the ones who are insane. All of you are hideous monstrosities. You must perish as soon as possible. Yo, you think you're not insane? That's the craziest kind of crazy. No, you just don't notice what's wrong with humanity because your eyes aren't righteous. Nobody else can see it, so I have to fix it myself. Just me, the only decent person on this planet. What is it you think you have to do? Annihilate humanity, of course. I was chosen to do just that, chosen as the savior who will destroy all of this vile species. That's why I have these eyes. Are you serious, dude? Of course I'm serious. Even back in the complex, I knew this was my destiny. I tried desperately to think of how I could make it happen. I studied hard and planned on climbing up the political ladder. But then I was brought here. At first I felt like I shouldn't be here. But then it all clicked into place. After all, what's transpiring here is a battle for the fate of humanity. Exactly the kind of golden opportunity I've been waiting for. Convinced me more than ever that I was the chosen savior. If humanity's fate will be decided here, I could take matters into my own hands and throw the whole operation into chaos. I've gotten my chance. A righteous destiny will come to the righteous. I was right in what I was trying to accomplish. What about your family and everyone you love? You're gonna kill all of them too? What? There's nobody that I love. As for my family, I killed them when I was a kid. I couldn't bear to be around such hideous creatures. You killed them? Your own family? This guy's freaking crazy. Who knew this was the kind of guy Ado really was? I totally misjudged you. You're not cute at all. I suffered to get this far, okay? Do you have any idea how much I've had to endure? You're all such eyesores, such ghastly and grotesque creatures. And speaking to you for any length of time makes my chest ache uncontrollably. Your appearance, your voice, your movement, your smell, all of it makes my skin crawl. I've been suffering this whole time. That's why you got pains in your chest and had to leave sometimes? It's been nothing but agony for me up until this very day, living with a bunch of nasty mutants like you. All I wanted was for all of you to die. I've been wishing for that this whole time. Stop it. I'm gonna lose my mind. What if I were to kill you all right away? Whoever's in charge might just send in reinforcements. Then I wouldn't be able to wipe out humanity, so I just grit my teeth and suffered through it. As I held my tongue for almost 100 days, working my magic behind the scenes to make sure all your plans went to waste. You're saying you were deliberately misleading us this whole time? Yes, indeed, all for this very moment. And now I've had enough. I want to eliminate you ugly creatures so bad.
I can't stand it anymore! Okay, everyone. I guess we're doing this. Our backs are against the wall. Get ready.
Oh, we're actually gonna fight him?
Be gone!
Huh?
When I was first brought here, I was desperate to get back to the complex as soon as possible. I needed to do everything I could to achieve greatness and destroy humanity. More importantly, I just didn't want to be around you hideous freaks. But I realized that if this was the battle for the fate of humanity, I could easily annihilate them all by sabotaging the mission. Killing everyone straight away might mean replacements would be called to fill in the gaps. And security around the defense system and the war room and the revivomatic in the infirmary was so tight, I couldn't have destroyed them even if I wanted to. That's why I did everything from the shadows. It's also why I insisted we shouldn't fight at first. I'm the one who killed Sire before he could tell us anything. I didn't need everyone finding out the truth and coming together. I snuck out into the city ruins to dispose of the remains. I made it seem like I ran away so that no one would suspect me. Unfortunately, I got lost on the way there. I was about to give up and figured my dream would die unfulfilled. But then, I was able to continue with my plans because you saved me, Takumi. Thank you. After that, I continued fighting with everyone superficially. But in secret, I was still working to sabotage you and keeping you divided. It was the same when Hiroko volunteered to lead the team. I had to undermine her to keep you all from coming together. I said whatever I had to in order to get Takumi on my side. Then killed Hiroko when she was on her own. It wasn't enough to just kill you. I wanted to put you into a state of as much despair as possible. Because the whole time, I was hating you horrible monsters more and more. That's why I burned the food supplies after the barbecue. I knocked everybody out with sleeping pills I learned how to make in the library. And when we went exploring for more food supplies, I'm the one who attacked you and rendered you unconscious, Takumi. I really loathed you for getting so cocky after saving my life. I could hardly stand it. I thought if I abandoned you in the desert, you'd die an agonizing death, which would finally solve my problems. But then you came back with your friends from second to last Defense Academy. Takumi, you irritating little ogre. I knew then that you were my true nemesis. Of course, you didn't notice a thing.
Oh.
You blamed the whole series of events on the invader made of undying flames. Thanks to that, I could rest easy and continue my work. I'm also the one who let the prisoner out while the fake Moko was rampaging. I was hoping she'd make things more interesting. But all she did before running away was to take Amy. When I found her at the enemy base, she was no longer of any use to me. Although it was nice to be able to absorb her power. Absorbing both Hiroko and the prisoner's cryptoglobin has actually given me quite the power boost, you know? But I never tipped my hand. I hid it from every last one of you disgraceful humans. As if I'd let any of you get the upper hand on me. It's been hell for me, hearing you hideous monstrosities calling me your friend all this time. When I kill you, I'm going to make it hurt every step of the way. That's why I singled out Nozomi too.
What?
Oh, you're done right,
Ready when you
Benji.
are.
There you go. Oh. What are you saying? What do you mean you singled out Nozomi? Now, Takumi, calm down. You're so ugly when you lose your cool. But I suppose you can't help it. She was important to you after all. She was essentially a substitute for the childhood friend you left behind in the complex, right? Such an ugly way of thinking, replacing one person with another. But it suits an ugly person like you. Enough, just answer the question. Oh, sorry. As usual, I'm terrible at reading the room. But it was the proposal from the Supreme Commander that did it. That was all I could have ever asked for. She said she'd send us to the artificial satellite. That meant I'd be able to botch this whole project. At the same time, I'd be able to use my powered-up hemoanima to destroy all of the people who evacuated to the satellite. As if you'd ever get away with that, we would have been there to stop you. Oh, please, all I had to do was catch you off guard and pick you off one by one. There's no revival-matic up there, after all. You were going to kill all of us once we made it to the satellite? Too bad the Supreme Commander's proposal was a trap. That threw me off, I have to admit. I did already have a feeling it might have been, though. So you turned us against Nozomi because she was opposed to accepting the offer. I just saw my opportunity and seized it. You guys were the ones attacking her so shamefully. You didn't need any convincing to act that way. Does that mean the one who told the others about Nozomi was... Yes, it was me. I told everyone. I told them it was just hearsay and encouraged them to pass it on. After 2 or 3 days, the story had spread and nobody could tell where it came from anymore. How the hell did you know about our conversation? I was alone with her when she told me all that. Alone? Really? Think, Takumi, did you check? Huh? Here's a word of advice. You should really be more careful about locking your door. There's something I want to talk to you about, if it's not an inconvenience. Could I come to your room later? My room? Yeah, that's fine. After overhearing your little exchange, I left the cafeteria before you, and while you were out... Okay, but I want to keep everything I'm about to tell you a secret from the others, at least until we make it to day 100. That's fine, that's why you wanted to meet me in my room, right?
I snuck into your room.
This guy's creepy.
Thanks to your carelessness, I got a front row seat to your private conversation.
Ew, hiding under someone's bed is so nasty. His aura is the color of the Supreme Creeper. So you revealed the secrets you learned in order to isolate Nozomi. I added a few creative additions to the story to really make it stick. I'm so glad you simpletons bought into it. That's horrible. It was such a cruel thing to do. I'd been hoping to get rid of Nozomi for some time. Despite being so ugly, she clearly had an influence over all of you. If left unchecked, she would strengthen our sense of unity. It was a happy mistake for me when her rejection symptoms started with such great timing. Why? Why would you do all of this? Why would you go this far? How many times do I have to tell you? Because you're all hideous. Humans are ugly, disgusting, noxious beasts. As the only decent person alive, I have a duty to eliminate them. I had to derail this operation by any means necessary. I trusted you. I thought of you as a friend. Trust, friendship. Seriously, I wish you'd stop it with the disgusting misunderstandings. You really thought I had some sort of soft spot for a ghoul like you? You thought I actually liked you? Was that an idea that brought you comfort? Oh, that's gross. So very ugly.
I knew it! You freaks need to be destroyed!
Enough of your babbling. You don't think we'll let some deranged defect like you destroy us, do you? Not just you. It's all of humanity that must be destroyed. The Earth herself craves it. It's why world death started. Everyone wants you to die, so why do you insist on trying to live? That hard for you to put your repulsive egos aside?
What's wrong with having an ego? What's wrong with trying to live? Life is precious. It's only natural that we'd want to preserve ours. We're putting everything we have into living. No matter the circumstances, no matter the situation. We'll do everything we can to live up until our very last moment. And if you're going to deny us that, then you're our enemy. I'm not about to stand by and let you kill me. No way am I going to die here. We live on for everyone who died. No matter what happens, we'll keep living.
Oh, stop raising that obnoxious voice of yours. It's so unbearably nasty. All this time, every single day I spent masquerading as one of your friends has been torture. But now I can finally act as your enemy. Now I can destroy you. This power I've obtained will bring everything to an end.
The filth of mankind needs to be annihilated, so I can restore the true beauty of the earth. You hear me? Humanity must fall! Filthy humans, perish and be gone! Die, monster!
Who's the real monster here? My dear brother died because of you. I won't let you get away with that.
Here we go, everybody. Let's stop him here and now. Eliminate! Eito Watsuki!
Spooky.
Now I'll show you what I'm truly capable of. The power I've consumed is incredible. My strength and specialist skill have grown immensely. This is the end for you unsightly blights on existence. The hideousness of humanity makes me sick. Your filth, too. It takes everything I have to hold back my nausea. Yet you still try to live.
Say when.
It's my duty to destroy you.
Got it. Let's go. Here. Good to go. I've got this. That's it. All right. Ready when you are. Take that. Got it. Here we go. That's it.
He's got a counter now. Yep. Bleed. No.
Are the monsters. If anything, the invaders are the decent ones. Although, I couldn't care less what happens to them, as long as humans are made extinct.
Say when. My turn. Harder. I've got this. There. All right. Good to go. Say when. Take this. Got it. Let's do this. That's it. All right. My turn.
Barely can't get there.
Ready when you are.
Oh, he's still a one spot? He is. Interesting.
Let's go. Say when. Gotta push it. Ready when you are. Yeah!
Be gone!
Let's do this. Here.
It's over!
My turn.
I'll cut you down! After I kill you all here, I'm going to make my way onto that artificial satellite. Because if there are any human survivors there, I need to make sure they're eliminated as well. And that will be made possible once I absorb all of your powers. I can finally fulfill my lifelong dreams!
Hurts.
Die!
I can't wait. Does this do it for you?
It's over!
Not half bad. I won't give in.
That's hitting Eito, right?
I'll kill them all! Kill the rest for me.
He's definitely
Do
dying
my
this turn.
best. Taking the shot. I'm feeling weaker. My turn at last. Uncouth baboon.
Oh, yes, this is it. Ah! Ugh. Now, stop your unsightly resistance and die already. Your friends are waiting for you in hell. You should join them.
I think losing Talcamine is gonna
Let us
screw me
begin.
over.
I got this. Unsightly beast. I'll put an end to this. You'll go no further. Leave it to me. Try and dodge this.
Leave it to me.
Tired.
That wipes out a good amount
This
of them.
is my true power! I leave the rest to you.
I'm taking the wheel. Locked and loaded. I'm good whenever. Locked and loaded.
How much do you deal?
Leave it to me.
1. But you are locked in. What is going on here?
Locked and loaded.
I'm a save.
It's over. I feel so weak.
It's killing game time. Fine. And a Here we
Should do this. She's like the next best damage.
Okay, go away. It's killing. Fine. Go away.
Damn you!
20. Just leave it for now. He's done next turn. Assuming that he doesn't zoom. Oh, he's got shield.
Let's go. Stab, stab,
Damn you!
Okay, okay. And a light. It's killing that teeth. Let's reload. Let's go. Let's do it to it.
Deal 7. Oh, he's done. Just because I want.
Drop dead.
Fight Ado.
It can't be.
I lost? Me? But how? I've absorbed so much cryptoglobin. How could I still come up short? This is wrong. It's all wrong. How could someone as righteous as me lose? What gives you deranged humans the right to live in my place? Enough of this. You're the deranged one. You're seriously repulsive. You messed everything up, asshole. He broke that device too, and the guy with the undying flames is gone. Does this mean we failed? Everything we sacrificed to defend the school, it's all going to go to waste? Seems like the mission's a failure. Well, when you put it that way, I suppose I did manage to accomplish the bare minimum. This is all your fault, you traitorous scoundrel. But what was with that baby? What was it doing there? Just don't know. And now, I guess we never will. But if the mission's failed, that means nothing's gonna happen on day 100 now. So we don't have to die anymore, right? The invaders haven't been defeated, and world death hasn't been stopped. For all we know, it might not be long until it finishes off the planet. And with no way to get to the artificial satellite, we're stuck waiting here for the end. But wouldn't the people from the satellite send someone to come get us? They're not gonna waste resources on disposable pawns, especially after we caused their mission to fail. So we have to live here, alone on a dying world, until world death finally destroys everything? No way in hell am I going along with that. Oh man, our lives are seriously screwed. It's starting to sound like you would have been better off if the Supreme Commander had killed you. I regret not being able to destroy all the people who fled to the artificial satellite. But I'm happy that everything you did here ended up being totally worthless.
That alone gives meaning to all my plans and struggles.
It all ended up being worthless. I see, so we failed. We lost. Ever since the very day we came here, we'd felt so confused, so lost. But even without knowing the whole truth, I still worked alongside everyone I met here. We kept this school safe together, one way or another. We fought hard to protect it. Through sleepless nights and the grief of what we'd lost, we gave it everything we had. And now we'd failed. At the very last minute, it all fell through. Not because the invaders defeated us, but because we were betrayed by one of our own. Our defeat was set in stone now. Everything we'd done had just been one big waste of time. Shocking, isn't it? But you managed to avoid a real tragedy thanks to me. You should be grateful. What do you mean, a real tragedy? I've been keeping this a secret from all of you, but I may as well come clean. Just like how Takumi came to understand the invaders' language after he absorbed the Supreme Commander's cryptoglobin. I also came to understand their language thanks to the prisoner's cryptoglobin. But she didn't have the strength of the Supreme Commander, but her power was, let's say, special all the same. In all of our battles since then, I've been listening to what the commanders had to say. That's how I found out the truth behind this war. The truth? If you completely lost it, we learned the truth a long time ago. That right, enlighten me. World death decimated the human population, and the remainder of humanity was forced to live in underground shelters like the residential complex. But because of world death, the planet itself wasn't going to hold out for much longer. The invaders are trying to hurry the process along. They were created by world death for that purpose. As long as those things are around, the planet won't last long. That's why this mission was launched. The people in charge sent a baby with special cryptoglobin, filled up undying flames, and massacred the invaders all at once. The baby would need 100 days to store up enough flames. Our mission was to protect him during that time. But the survivors of humanity would get caught in the collateral if they stayed on Earth, so they evacuated onto an artificial satellite up in the sky. Indeed, what they said.
Right. That's what you think the truth is. You've got it all wrong, though.
Huh? The ugliness of mankind far exceeds your imagination. You never found out the real truth. I wonder what would have happened if you did. What are you talking about? Then what is this real truth? What do you know that we don't? Stop that, I beg of you. Don't look at me with that hideous face. Don't yell in that repulsive voice. Keep your stench away from me. Enough, answer me.
Never! Why would I tell you horrendous ogres anything? You wasted your time here without ever knowing why. You can just rot in despair over that fact.
Just then, an announcement began echoing throughout the school.
Full system error. Emergency. Reserve power will soon be depleted. Restore system immediately.
The reserve power is depleted. Takumi, it's over. I can't stand to hear this creep's ramblings any longer. I shall slay this evil myself. No, I'm gonna do it. Traitorous asshole got it coming. Wait, guys, let me. All this happened because I saved him that time. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be in this mess. I'll take responsibility for him. Being killed by the one I despise the most is truly a fitting end to this tragedy. Go ahead and take all that I am. You'll be the strongest of them all now, Takumi. How nice for you. Cares about that. There's no one left to fight. Suppose that's true.
This is the end, Eito.
Goodbye, Takumi. You know, until the very end. I hated, loathed, and despised you so much. I just couldn't help myself!
Full system error. Emergency. Reserve power depleted. All systems shutting down. All systems shutting down. All systems shutting down.
Wow, an S. Day 96. From then on, all of the school's facilities ceased to function. It was as if Last Defense Academy itself had died. Oh good, nothing's working anywhere. Same with the cafeteria, the refrigerator and Rationomatic aren't powering on. We still have non-perishable though, so should be okay for a while. What the heck happened? The undying flames in the defense room were probably the power source for the rest of the school. Once Ado off the person who was making them, all the other functions must have stopped too. And what are we supposed to do now? We're in the middle of nowhere with nothing to sustain us. Hey, speaking of nothing, has anyone taken a peek outside? It's a serious, depressing sight. When I looked out the window, I saw something I didn't think was possible. The wall of undying flames that surrounded the school had gone out. The only thing out there now was the endless city ruins. The wall of fire is gone too. I guess this is what it's always looked like out there, but it feels strange. Is this really how it ends? Did we really lose to the invaders? If we'd just seen through that traitor's true nature sooner. We never could have done that. Nobody even imagined there was someone sabotaging us behind the scenes. What about the invaders' all-out attack? Is that still happening? I wonder. Our mission's already failed, after all. At the very least, the enemy no longer has any reason to attack this place as desperately as they did before. Except to come and finish us all off. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm done fighting. I thought it was pretty fun, although it wasn't the kind of killing game I was hoping for. Are we sure no one's sending someone to get us? They've really abandoned us? Why would they rescue people they see as disposable? I'm far too noble and important to just be thrown away. Someday, the Osazuki family will crush all of humanity. Knock it off, you sound like Ado. So now, what do we do? Now what? There's nothing left to do here, but there's no reason to leave either. Are we gonna stay until day 100 at least? I think so. There's nowhere else for a roach-headed, sunken-faced freak like me to go. We've played the game this far, it wouldn't hurt to see an ending on the final day, right? We have nothing to do, nowhere to be, and nowhere to go. I'm feeling it all over again, the total loss of everything I hold dear. When I woke up the next day, I couldn't motivate myself to get out of bed. Emptiness, helplessness, those emotions still overwhelmed me. Losing Karawa and Nozomi, being betrayed by Ado, I had nothing, not a place to return to, nor anything I could do about any of this. In the end, I couldn't do anything. I whispered listlessly and let my heavy body sink into the bed. And I kept sinking deeper and deeper. It wasn't even morning when suddenly it happened. What? My body? I didn't know what was causing it, but something abnormal was happening to my body. It wasn't just heavy. Throughout my whole body, I felt warm. No, hot. Abnormally hot. Far beyond anything like a regular fever. Don't tell me, I have rejection symptoms? Had the cryptoglobin rejection that plagued Nozomi finally come for me? Maybe this was what I deserved. I was being punished for being unable to do anything for the baby in the defense room. Punishment for being unable to even trust him, let alone protect him. As I moaned from the intense heat running through my body, I finally stopped resisting it. Soon, I lost consciousness, as if the heat was swallowing me whole. How much time passed after that? Minutes, hours, longer still? I couldn't say. I lost all sense of time. The vicious heat assaulting my body didn't subside, it only grew in intensity. The heat woke me from my sleep. It was so hot I felt like I was being burned from the inside out. What is this? I'm burning up. It's like my body's on fire. It's not rejection, is it? Feels like something more. Immediately my vision filled with flames. Fire erupted from my very body. Not just any flames, they were undying flames? I was enveloped in undying flames. They were emanating from inside of me. I let out a scream, and then something even stranger happened. The flames that filled my vision pulled away from me. They became a ball-like mass and began to writhe in front of me before forming into another shape. Just like that, the boy made of undying flames was there.
You? How are you?
How am I still alive? Unfortunately, I'm not. My real body is long dead, killed by Ato.
Then, what is this?
The last of my consciousness, remaining in the cryptoglobin. Something like an echo. That's all I am now.
An echo?
I don't understand it myself. The power of cryptoglobin is truly mysterious. But I'm glad this has happened. I really wanted to talk to you one last time.
It's curious to me too, but I don't have any strong feelings about being killed. Strange, isn't it, to feel nothing about your own death? Not even sure that I was ever truly alive in the first place. I mean, that's fair. You didn't even get to live. It looks like they just shoved you into that orb as soon as you were born. What do you mean? Not only do I not have a name, but I don't know anything about my origins either. Nothing about my mother or father, or the place or date I was born. Nothing at all. What did my real body look like to you? A newborn baby? You didn't just look like one, you clearly were one. But several years have passed since I was born. I'm about the same age as the rest of you. What? As a trade-off for the overwhelming power I was born with, my body was incapable of growing physically. It was unable to endure the sheer might of my cryptoglobin. The all too great price to pay for the benefits of this mutation. Ironic, isn't it? My cryptoglobin is practically all-powerful, but my body was incapable of sustaining itself. Please, even if you can't tell me everything, tell me what you know. What is cryptoglobin? I don't know. Even I'm not sure what this power really is. So you've been left in the dark too? I only learned that the enemy had the same power when I arrived here. Still don't know why that is either. So in the end, not a soul here was told anything. Was that to prevent information from leaking to the enemy, or because we were destined to die here no matter what we did? Because of that body, I never got to experience having friends. I couldn't risk letting anyone close to me, not when I could have lost control over my power at any moment. Siri was the only person I ever spoke to. He looked after me ever since I was young. Really? Him? Yes, he raised me, if only as a weapon. It was my destiny to live and die here at Last Defense Academy, to use this power to eradicate the invaders. Are you okay with that? Doesn't matter. With my body the way it was, I was in no position to resist. I had to cooperate with the mission in order to live. Well, I call it cooperating, but I was just having my power constantly drained from me. Maybe you pity me, but I've long since accepted my existence as a weapon. I never once considered what it was that I personally wanted to do. Not until I heard about all of you. Huh? Siri told me on the first day when he brought me here. He said a group of boys and girls my age had been brought here as a special defense unit to protect me. Once I heard that, I felt happy for some reason. It was my first real emotion. I was so curious I wanted to get a look at you. So I created an avatar with my cryptoglobin. Behind Siri's back, of course. If he found out, he would have scolded me for wasting my power. Then you found me. Yes, you mistook me for an invader and began to panic. I see. I'm sorry. No, I realized that it was a natural response considering my appearance and inability to communicate. Besides, the situation was what it was. After that, I thought I should stop creating avatars. But Siri suddenly stopped coming to see me, so I was even more curious what was happening with all of you. I decided to check in on things in this form again, all while trying to stay out of sight. I only appeared in front of you on urgent occasions, when I had something I really needed to tell you. Now that you mention it, whenever we were in a bind, you were always there. You must have realized we were in trouble and tried to warn me. From your point of view, I must have been a strange being, but I started to feel an affinity for all of you. I started to want to fight alongside all of you, as a friend. As a friend? All this was very strange to me, as well. I had no idea where these feelings were coming from. I envied you. Envied us, the people who were constantly bickering and never sticking together. True as that may be, the sight of all of you working so hard to stay alive was beautiful to someone living with no meaning, like me.
Hey!
But in the end, it was all for nothing. We failed. Easy to blame it all on Eido's betrayal, but I'm sure that wasn't the only cause. We were sloppy from the start, about fighting, about protecting each other. I stayed in the same state of mind as when I got dragged into this, fighting without resolve or conviction. And as a result, I lost everything, my comrades, and someone very dear to me too.
Huh?
So you have regrets? You bet I do. I'm full of regret. I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if I could have done more. If I'd just done better, maybe I could have saved Nozomi, saved Karawa. I know regret won't undo anything, but I can't get it out of my head. Even Ada was able to do all this because of me. Do you want to redo the past?
Oh.
Huh? The reason I came to you this final time was to talk about exactly that. This is the last message I'll ever give you, and it's the most important of all. Save, even though we're just about done. What do you want to tell me? When I was killed by Ado, all of my cryptoglobin was incorporated into him. I watched your battle from inside of him, and I noticed something. A strange occurrence with Ado's specialist skill. Really? What happened to it? After absorbing my cryptoglobin, Ado's specialist skill underwent, I suppose you'd call it, an evolution. Sure seemed that way when we were fighting him. It must be the effect of my cryptoglobin that seemed to stimulate the power that was already inside of him. And now, by way of Ado, that cryptoglobin resides in you. Your specialist skill, which allows you to redo things, should also have evolved to its highest level. If you use that power, you would be able to return further back in time than before. All the way back to the beginning of this 100-day period, in fact. Back to the beginning? You're telling me I could do all 100 days over again? I think you have the power to do so now. I can feel it from inside of you. Is this for real? Can I really go back and redo it? Redo all of it? Naturally, you'd be the only one going back. You'd have to part ways with everyone. Then what would happen to the others? Would they all have to keep living here in this timeline? I'm not sure. They may continue to exist as part of a parallel world, or they might vanish the moment you redo things. I can't tell you anything for certain. There's no telling how returning to the past might affect other things either. What do you mean? The flow of time is by nature one of the absolute truths of the world. There's no way that flow can be reversed. Breaking that rule and warping time to your own ends is bound to have consequences. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It may have unfathomable effects on your cryptoglobin. Even on the cryptoglobin? Nothing would be out of the realm of possibility. You'd be using your power to violate the very laws of the universe. At any rate, redoing the past will come with risks, at the very least. It will also mean that you'll have to fight all your battles again. You'll have to fight this cruel war all over again, from the start. The outcome may not necessarily be positive. In fact, it could end worse than it has now. But if you're plagued with regret, if you wish to reclaim what you've lost, then you ought to try using that power. You should try to redo the past.
It's your decision to make. You should choose what you think is the correct path. You should press forward and trust in your decision.
Even if I die, I want to press forward and trust in my decision. Trust in my decision. That's all I wanted to say. I'm glad I finally got the chance to tell you. What happens to you now? I believe I will simply vanish. Or rather, I have already vanished. The fact that I'm here in this way is one more miracle brought about by cryptoglobin. So now I'm going to disappear for good, like I always should have. Could you tell me one last thing before you go? You were nameless, you had no roots, you were incapable of living on your own, treated like a weapon and then killed.
Hey!
Do you want to relive that life? I wonder, maybe it's not worth reliving, but I am what I am, so I don't think anything will ever change. But if I could, there is something I'd like to do. What's that?
Next time, I want to befriend all of you. I want to argue with you and fight with you. And until the moment I die, I want to do everything I can to live.
You might get that chance. Leaving those words behind like flames slowly converging, the ghost boy vanished. There were no announcements playing anymore. I awoke on day 99 in an eerie silence. I hadn't moved from my bed. Couldn't get the conversation from last night out of my head. Can redo the past. But I'm the only one who can do it. I don't know what will happen to the others. And I have no idea what will be affected or how things will change as a result of going back. And above all, if I redo the past, I'd have to fight for 100 days all over again. Was thinking Hiroko had a lot of combat. Maybe she went to the past, but this is just Takumi's power. Maybe we'll find out in a line. I wonder how everyone else is doing. I'm a little curious. Maybe I'll go check in on them. Well, we'll start down here. Are we truly going to rot away along with Earth? Will we never see anyone from the complex again? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kyoshika? Would you do it all over again? If I could redo it, by all means, I'd do it over again. We'd be certain to win our fights against the invaders the second time around. But even if we win, we still die, correct? Then maybe it's better this way.
No! 'Tis better to die a warrior rather than live meaninglessly. Isn't it? I don't know anymore.
Why do things have to end so miserably for me? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kurara? Would you do it all over again? Huh? What kind of juvenile question is that? But if I could, I'd turn it all around. We'd win our fights and we'd survive without a single casualty.
In the name of the Osuzuki family, I'd forcibly wrench a happy ending out of the hands of fate.
What's going to happen to us? We managed to survive up to this point, but what do we do now? Is nobody going to come for us? Am I never going to see my family again? Do I just have to stay here until Earth is destroyed? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Tsubasa? Would you do it all over again? If it meant I could see my family again, I'd want to do it all over.
But if we're doomed to die, even if we win in the end, I'm done. I don't want to fight anymore.
Yay, crazy. In a sense, this is a happy ending because we've managed to live, but on the other hand, it's a bad ending because we've lost the war. Kind of ending is this, ultimately? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Yugamu? Would you do it all over again? Seriously, what an adorable question. I think I'd refrain. I doubt any good would come out of a redo.
It's more likely our time here was fated to end up this way from the start.
That's surprisingly pessimistic for Yugamu. I know I'd be better off dead anyway, but I really wish I could have been useful somehow. Then Leo could have been proud of me, but I wasn't able to make even that happen. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Shoma? Would you do it all over again? I wonder, someone like me would probably only end up with the same pathetic outcome as this time. A waste of space is still a waste of space no matter how many times he does something.
Sorry for my devastatingly boring answer. I can hardly think anymore.
Training room, that's about right for him. Tomorrow is day 100. I can't believe we're gonna reach day 100 with everyone so damn miserable. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Takamaru? Would you do it all over again? What you say? You kidding? Of course I'd do it all over again. Wow, I'd do it all over. This time I'd beat the Supreme Dickhead and Ado in a bloody pulp.
But I can't do shit. So it's all just empty words at this point.
Hey, isn't anyone gonna come from the artificial satellite and save us? Are they really just gonna leave us here to die? What are we supposed to do now? There might still be invaders out there too. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Gaku? Would you do it all over again? Huh? Why would I fight again? Who'd ever want that? Oh, but if I did it over again, maybe we could have negotiated with Siri and got him to let us live. There's no sense in thinking about this. It's not like it's possible anyway.
My whole life's nothing but rotten luck. I want to redo my whole existence.
What am I supposed to do now? Just wait for the Earth to be destroyed? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kako? Would you do it all over again? If I could redo it. I would. I'd do it all over again. I'd make sure to protect Ima and everyone else. Even if our only choice was to die in the end, I'd still want to die alongside my dear brother.
But I know that's not possible. He's already dead.
Yeah, that's gotta be extra devastating. Both Takumi and Kako got the really poor endings. Since all the machines have stopped functioning, I can actually die now if I want to. Maybe I should just die. I don't want to fight the rest of the invaders. Oh, I know. Let's all kill each other. An all-out brawl until only one of us is left. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Darumi? Would you do it all over again? Nah, it sounds like too much effort. I don't really want a happy ending either. Anyway.
This ending's more fitting for someone like me. One where everything is perfectly unsatisfying.
I guess I've talked to everybody now. I should probably head back to my room. Even after I got back to my room, I kept agonizing over the same thoughts as usual. Time went by as I ruminated, and before I knew it, night had fallen. This was supposed to be my last night at Last Defense Academy. Not that it really matters now. Day 100, the day we've been striving for, is coming tomorrow. But this ending is a far cry from what any of us hoped for. I fought here in order to see the person dearest to me once again, to go back to Karuwa, but my Karuwa is dead. For some reason, she showed up as Nozomi Kirafuji, and she died in my arms. From the moment she died, I've been full of regret. Regret that I couldn't save her. I feel the same about Ima and Hiriko, and about not seeing Eido's betrayal coming. I regret everything. And it's not only regret that plagues me, it's also frustration. There's still so much I don't understand.
I knew I'd met you before.
Huh?
Even though we talked about so many things, how did I forget?
What are you saying?
That's right. You're Taki from back then, right?
Why did Karuha show up here as Nozomi Kirifuji? Why did she forget who she was? What in the world happened to her? Then there's Eido's final words to me.
Right. That's what you think the truth is. You've got it all wrong, though.
Am I okay not knowing? Is it really okay for things to end like this? But if I go back to the past, I'll have to fight 100 days all over again. Will I fight again? Will we go to war again? Is that the correct path for me to take? I spent my 99th night at the academy turning the same thoughts over and over in my head. And then... 100, whoa! We finally made it to day 100. The day the undying flames were originally meant to rain down on the planet. The day we'd put a stop to world death by burning all of the invaders to ash, taking us with them. The day that all of humanity up on that satellite has been waiting for. But now...
Ah.
Someone's here. As I opened the door, a panicked voice greeted me. Alchemy, something's crazy happened. Come right away. What is it? What happened? Get to the war room. Everyone's already there. After that one-sided conversation, Tsubasa ran off. What was that all about? Couldn't be the invaders, could it? Did they come for their final all-out attack? They are here, what should we do? Fight them? Do we even have a reason to keep fighting anymore? I guess we're meeting in the war room to discuss it. Better hurry. 9 consumed. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dead. 6 if you're including Siri, but why would we do that? Huh? There's power.
Ah.
Why is this the only place with power? Did you fix it, Tsubasa? Oh, it wasn't me. This morning I was walking around the school and noticed the lights had come back on in here. Only in this room, though. Everything else is still out of order. Is that why you brought us here? That's right, I called everyone here after I heard the news from Kako. It scared the piss out of me. I was convinced the invaders were attacking. I took a look outside, but there are no signs of any enemies approaching. Is the final all-out attack not happening anymore? From the invaders' perspective, there isn't much reason to attack this place anymore. If they had any guts, they'd come after us, but I guess this is what you'd expect from the minions left after the big boss is dead. But why is there suddenly power in this room? The undying flames were powering the rest of the school. Maybe this place had a backup power source? So it just automatically went live? Why now? By the way, has anyone seen Lady Carrara? I wonder what happened with her. I'm over here. But don't look. It's embarrassing. What happened to your mask? My doorbell rang so suddenly I was in a hurry to leave, then I stepped on my mask and tore it. Well, I'm right in the middle of fixing it, don't look any of you. That just makes me want to stare harder. I love teasing cute girls.
Huh?
Stop it, Darumi, this isn't the time for that. Then something new happened. Strange music suddenly started blasting through the speakers. Whoa, what the? I think I know what this is. Listen, it's the music they play for graduation ceremonies and stuff. I've never been to a graduation, though. My teachers hated me, so I didn't get invited. Why the heck is it? An announcement echoed throughout the school, cutting off Takamaru's question.
The most important moment of this operation will soon begin.
Huh?
Lost Defense Academy will now transition to attack mode.
Huh? Attack mode? What's going on? What exactly is about to begin? Wait, be quiet, do you hear that? What are you... We strained our ears to listen for any sounds around us, sure enough. He's right. I hear something. Mechanical. Something is running somewhere. Something is running.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 600 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
Evacuate?
Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch in 590 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
Evacuate? Why? It's telling us to go out to the schoolyard? What do we do? Obviously, we gotta go. Let's find out what the hell's going on. I guess it's better than staying here and rotting. I didn't want any sunlight today. This is seriously depressing. Bewildered, we all started to run to the schoolyard. I'll be right behind you. I just have to fix my mask. Alright, but hurry. Here we are in the schoolyard. I don't see nothing different about it. Is there something here? The announcement said something about attack mode, but I don't... Oh, everyone there, look over there. The boss pointed to the top of the school building. We all looked up. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the roof.
Whoa! What are those?
Turrets, it seems. For the missiles. Is this what it meant by attack mode?
Why is there a lot more buildings? We are on the right side, I'm pretty sure, because it has the entrance. But why is there a whole 16 more?
Was the plan to firebomb the entire planet using those turrets?
With the missiles filled with undying flames.
Huh?
They were gonna launch the missiles from there and wipe out all the invaders on Earth, huh? They look so sinister. But nothing's gonna happen now, is it? Those things don't work anymore, right? In theory, there's no more undying flames to fill them after all. Just then, the announcement rang out all around us again.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 400 seconds. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system.
The intercept system?
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
They did have... Okay. Escape pod?
Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
Escape pod?
Please the party
Is that for getting us out of here?
boarding the escape pod. Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
Does this mean if we board this escape pod, we can get to the artificial satellite? Huh? Then we were actually going to go home from the very start? They had a way for us to get out. We weren't going to be abandoned. Hey, what is that? What's happening?
Huh.
Lady Carrara, you managed to fix your mask. Enough about my mask, you dullard. What the hell is that thing? An escape pod, apparently. Looks like we can use it to get to the artificial satellite. So we don't have to stay here? Freaking sweet. We're gonna get our happy ending after all. What's so happy about it, Rag Boy? If we'd known this was coming, we'd never have agreed to the enemy's proposal. What were Nozomi's and Ima's sacrifices for? She's right. That whole tragedy happened because we wanted to escape. If we'd just trusted in humanity and fought until the end, like Nozomi said, maybe then the mission would have been a success, and we wouldn't have lost her. We dug our own graves. We could have had a happy ending all along, but we messed it up. Carrara's right. We should have believed Nozomi. We made the wrong choice, and this is what we get for it. We screwed ourselves over with our own decisions. But when you think about it, aren't the people on the satellite to blame for keeping us in the dark? They just told us about the escape pod from the start. This never would have happened. Yeah, you've got a point. Maybe they had some reason they couldn't contact us, even if they wanted to. Who cares about any of that anymore? I don't care whose fault it is. We made the wrong call. That's why Nozomi and Ima are dead. What a tragic end to our tale. I wish we could do it all over again. Huh? If we could go back in time and do it all over again, we wouldn't make the same mistakes again. We could do it right and get our happy ending. Whoever developed the game of life is a real scumbag for not giving us any retries. We could redo things. We could go back to the past. We stood there in silence until eventually...
60 seconds until the omnidirectional attack. Commencing countdown.
Hey, we've only got 60 seconds left. Not like we got any reason to rush, nothing's gonna happen.
30 seconds remaining.
We stood in silence, listening to the countdown ring out.
20 seconds remaining.
This countdown represents a future that we were unable to reach. The moment the world was meant to end. The moment a new world was meant to begin.
10 seconds remaining.
The long, arduous battle we'd fought in order to reach that future.
5 seconds remaining.
It was all meaningless in the end.
3, 2, 1.
Our war ended not with a bang, but a whimper.
Error. A catastrophic error has occurred in the system. Unable to execute omnidirectional attack. Error. A catastrophic error has occurred in the system. Unable to execute omnidirectional attack.
Nothing happened. The mission really has failed now. This is all our fault. I'm a disgrace to the Osuzuki name. What do we do now? What else? Our only options to hop in the escape pod and head to the artificial satellite. That's right, there's nothing left here except invaders. No point in sticking around. Guess Earth is gonna get destroyed by world death eventually. I wanna fly in a rocket. The last one never even left the ground. But how could we possibly face everybody on the satellite? They're going to be mad, aren't they? Will they forgive us? We'll have to bow our heads and ask for forgiveness. Let's rub our faces on the floor until they're all scraped up. But we tried, right? We risked our lives to fight for them. Doesn't mean a damn thing if we didn't produce results. I absent-mindedly listened to what everyone had to say. Nothing we lost would ever return. There was nothing we could do anymore. Is really the ending we want? It's time to give my answer. It's time to choose the right path for me. I get to decide. I have to press forward and trust in my decision. And in order to make that happen, what happens if I do no? I saved not that long ago. It's your future. Is this okay? Can I really let things end this way? No, it can't end like this. I don't want it to. Oh. Oh, it doesn't let me get a bad ending. They still give me no. Oh, but now it's check marked. What happens if I do it again? No. Okay. Fine. We'll say yes. I should have gave an achievement at least.
I can't let things end like this.
Huh? You say something, Takumi? I can't let things end with all these regrets. I can't go into the future like this. I want a do-over. Takumi?
Hey!
Guys, I might be able to save us. All of us here, all of the people on the artificial satellite. Even our friends who have died. What's going on?
Hey!
Everyone, I need you to hear me out. Determined, I began to explain what had happened to me. About my body feeling the effects of absorbing cryptoglobin from the undying flame spoil, and what it was I was about to attempt. I told them everything. You mean freaking time travel? Back to the past, I can hardly believe it. Is cryptoglobin really that powerful? Flying on the wings of time would be a truly approach-defining event. No, no, no. Who's ever heard of a killing game where they let you go back in time? Oh wait, there's actually a ton of them. So you're saying you're considering using that power to go back in time? Yes, I want a do-over. I'll do whatever it takes to get back what we've lost. So I'm going to use cryptoglobin to go back in time to change our outcome. But you're the only one who can go back, right? We really can't go with you? I want to help Ima too. I'm sorry, that won't be possible. So basically, you're the only one who gets to leave the present where everything's gone to shit? You're gonna abandon us failures here and do it all over again by yourself, huh? But if Takumi goes to the past and saves us, history will change and we'll be saved too, right? Guess it all depends on how the effects play out. The present might change the moment the past is changed, or history could branch off and this present would never change at all. Ultimately, both outcomes are just armchair theories, so we'll never really know how, unless Takumi tries. Both of them sound pretty cool to me. If the writer's any good, it can make any outcome interesting. So there's no knowing what will happen to us here, including whether anything will change or not. I'm still confused. Can anyone explain it using manga as a reference? Have you ever read the one with the blue robot cat? What is this referencing?
Ah.
The one thing we know for sure is that Takumi is the only one who can redo the past. That's not fair. You'll be the only one who gets to feel better. Basically, it means you're gonna abandon us. Knowing that, are you still gonna do it, even if you gotta discard the people you fought beside? Shouldn't you maybe rethink this? There's no reason to subject yourself to this war all over again. Just forget about it and come to the satellite with us. We can all live a nice, quiet life up there. Give it to us straight, Takumi. If I don't like your answer, I can't promise I'll be able to control myself. Now I get the choice? Can I still say no? Yeah, no. It's gonna tell me I can't do this again. No, no matter what I might try to tell myself. Can't end like this. I don't want it to. I want to do it all over again. Yeah, I kind of figured. Fine.
I'm sorry. I have to go back. No matter what. I have to take back what this war took from me.
You're serious, aren't you? Yeah, I'm going back in time. So we won't be going to the artificial satellite together. The person I cared about isn't waiting for me there anyway. I have no reason to go. I'm going to redo everything and get her back. That's why I'm going to fight again. Looks like you ain't gonna listen to anything we have to say in that case. Go for it, man. If you're that determined, just do what you gotta do. That means this is goodbye. Sorry, Takamaru. Takumi, you're really going to go? I wish I could join you. I'm sorry, Kako. Man, I don't get you at all. You gotta be crazy to want to fight again after everything we've been through. All I can say is, good luck. Thank you for spending all of this time with a filth-bag pig like me. Be well, Takumi. I don't really understand what's going on, but I bid you farewell, Sir Takumi. Godspeed. May you be victorious. This doesn't mean I forgive you. In fact, I'll hold this against you until I die. But if you're going to do this, make sure you do it right. Don't let Nozomi die this time. Of course. Bye-bye, Takumi. If you find yourself in a real killing game, summon me into that timeline, isekai style. And I guess we should get going. The remainder of humanity is waiting for us on the artificial satellite. Yeah, that's right. Goodbye, Takumi.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
And so everybody except me stepped onto the escape pod. Nobody turned to look back at me or the school. A short while after all of them had boarded. I hope they can at least find happiness over there. We may have failed the mission, but they still risked their lives to save humanity. They have the right to live happy lives from here on. They should be rewarded, even. I'm sure they'll be fine. Unlike me, they have people they love waiting for them up there. And as time goes on, they'll be able to find more people to cherish. I'm sure they'll be able to live happily. It just won't be on Earth, that's all. Now then, I'd better get going. I don't actually know how I'm supposed to go back in time, though. Should I just activate my redo skill?
Nothing left to do but try.
Redo your 100 days. Yippee! Back we go. Do I keep powers? Huh?
Takumi, hello? Say something if you're still there. We just got to the artificial satellite and it's awful.
Hey, asshole! Now's not the time for time travel! We just found out the craziest shit. Are you ready for this?
Oh. That's fun. The past decides the future. The future decides the past.
Time to do it all over again. One more time. I will return to the past. As far back as the power of the cryptoglobin will allow me to go. I'll redo everything from that point onward. So I can protect the one I care about the most. I'm sick of being full of regret. I'm going to choose my own future. And I'll fight all over again to make it happen. I'll fight the past with the future in my hands. I get to decide what the future will be now. I'll use my power to choose the ending I want. The past and the future. It all starts now. Until the moment I die, I'll fight to live. This time, I have to press forward and trust in my decision.
How many days 止めどないこの日々だけ好き
Okay. While credits roll, I'ma run an ad and go use the bathroom. Blacked out names? That's worrisome. But yeah, I shall return to the Get Up Stretch Grub Drink and we'll be back soon.
守りたい平和が過去には確かにあったのか思い出だけを頼りに僕らはまた繰り出す昔感じたぬくもり求めてまた戦う
I like how none of them questioned why Ado could summon invaders. I hope I pick a path that dives into that. I'm gonna get copyright for this. But that's okay. They can just cut the dialogue here. Or the to be continued. Yeah, right now. Oh, you actually put me to the title screen. Do I have more unlocked? I do not. I think this is gonna be timeline. Somewhere far away, someone is calling for me. Karua? No, not her. That's... Or is it her after all? She's the same, but different. That's right, I promised. I made her a promise, and this time I'm going to keep it. I have to keep my promise. There's no way I'm going to break it this time. I'll start this war all over again, if that's what it takes. And I'll fight. I have to fight. Fight, fight. Lots of fight. I jolted upright in bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat, and my heart was racing like I'd just woken up from a nightmare.
Was it just a dream?
I couldn't remember exactly what kind of dream it had been, but it had left its mark on me all the same. My throat was hoarse as if I'd been yelling over and over again, and my heart was pounding, not with fear or panic, but something closer to a burning resolve. But what happened? Why can't I remember? Well, whatever it was, I'm wide awake now. Not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. Now you're not gonna tell me what day it is? I got out of bed and slowly made my way toward the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. It's me. In spite of everything, I'm still me, right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning, but somehow, something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore.
Who are you? I'm Takumi Sumino. Ugh, what am I doing? This is stupid. Ugh.
Holding hands. Close your eyes, you guys.
Where am I? Who am I?
Struggling to make sense of the images flooding into my mind, I staggered outside. Everything was how I remembered it. The rooftop, the plain prefab huts that served as our rooms, and of course the wall of undying flames surrounding the school. Having lost them once before, seeing them again was almost comforting, encouraging even.
No doubt about it. It works. This is the past. I did it. I've traveled back in time.
That fact slowly started to sink in. This was really happening.
This time I won't mess things up. I'll keep my promise. Nothing is going to stop me this time. I'll protect the ones I hold dear, and we'll all go to the satellite together. I won't let things play out the way they did before.
Is that the moon? Right on cue, I felt a presence behind me. His presence. I could finally hear the strange boy's voice. The way I was now, he could communicate directly with the cryptoglobin in my blood.
You're wrong. It's not the moon. That's the artificial satellite humanity's survivors fled to. Huh? You wanted to see if I could understand you, right? Well, I can. Give it a try. You can really hear me? Yeah. My cryptoglobin is strong enough now. I used a little of your power to come here from the future.
My power? The future?
I know, it's a lot to take in. You don't have to believe me right away. But it's true. I absorbed your cryptoglobin and came back. To try again. To redo these 100 days. And make things better.
You're right, it is a lot, but I believe you. Really? Just like that? Theory keeps me informed about what's going on, but I know he's kept my existence secret from you. I doubt you'd be this calm if it were really your first time seeing me. You're even able to talk to me in this form. That alone is enough for me to believe what you're saying is true. Thanks, that'll make things a lot easier. It also explains the irregularity I sensed a little while ago. An irregularity? I'm not sure how to explain it. I felt a kind of pulse, I suppose. Then my body got hot and feverish. It was like my cryptoglobin had suddenly been supercharged. That's true, then put my hand over my chest to feel my own heartbeat. That violent pulsing. It felt the same as before I left. I think I might have come back with all my powers intact. Not just your memories, your cryptoglobin was also carried over from your previous timeline? In that case, what I felt before was probably my cryptoglobin resonating with yours. Resonating? Yes, sensing a power equal to its own must have stimulated it. You're saying your powers got stronger just because I'm here? I'm only guessing. Even I don't know very much about how cryptoglobin works. But if it can send your consciousness back in time, I don't think it's out of the question for it to cause a reaction in other users. The flow of time is by nature one of the absolute truths of the world. Under normal circumstances, there's no way that flow can be reversed. Breaking that rule and warping time to your own ends is bound to have consequences. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It may have unfathomable effects on your cryptoglobin. You're probably right. In the future you told me something similar. I did? Interesting. But assuming your arrival is what stimulated my cryptoglobin, I don't think I'm the only one to benefit from its effects. The other members of the Special Defense Unit should have felt it too, almost like our powers are syncing up. So everyone here is stronger now too? That's unexpected, but I guess it's a good thing. We're all on the same side after all. But I still don't understand what you're doing here. Must be important if you'd subject yourself to 100 days of war all over again. Just what happened in the future you come from. It's a long story. Before I get into that, can you tell me how far I've come back? What day is this? The day after you were all brought here, day 2 out of 100. Day 2, what happened here the first time around? Felt like there was something important, but... What are you doing out here anyway? There must be a reason you appeared. Oh, of course, I almost forgot in all this excitement. I needed to ask you something. That's why I created this avatar and went looking for someone to talk to. What did you want to ask me about? Have you seen Siri? He comes to the defense room to talk to me every night, but he didn't show up today. Siri. Of course, that's what's so important about our second day here. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning, and I'll let you know what the brass says.
Hey!
I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow bright and early. That was when Siri disappeared, right after promising to tell us the truth about the war. This is the night Ado kills Siri. He does what? We have to find them. We might still be in time to stop it. Alright, if Siri's in danger, I won't ask questions. I'll help you look for him. Not easy for me to maintain this form, but it sounds like there are more important things at stake. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll let you know as soon as I find anything. Ooh, we're getting into it. The ghost boy disappeared into thin air, as if he'd been swallowed up by his own flames. If I can protect Siri, the future is bound to change. I have to stop Ado. I won't let him mess everything up this time. Before beginning my search, I headed for the war room. Whatever happened next, I was going to need my infuser. Okay, I'm ready to take on Ado. Now I just have to find him. Back in my timeline, he said he called Siri out to discuss something. Where was it again? It says he's here. Where? He is in fact not here. To the gym. I flung the door to the gym open and charged inside, afraid of what I might find.
Takumi.
Samino?
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Me? Oh, I just...
You told Sire there was something you wanted to discuss alone after sleeping hours.
What?
He's taught you how to use Hemo Anima, and you've used this conversation to get him to relax around you. Now you're planning to take advantage of his dropped guard to destroy him before he has a chance to fight back.
Destroy me? What are you thinking, Hotsuki? You'll never defeat the invaders without me. Besides, did you forget what I told you earlier? You got a bomb in you I can detonate whenever I want. That won't matter so long as he takes you out in one hit. He can always come back with a revival-matic. You know, you're right. I can't believe I didn't think of that. But why would you want to kill me anyway? I was gonna tell you the truth tomorrow. I'm being nice. If I die, you won't have a clue what's going on here, and having no leader will make your battles even harder. That's exactly what he wants, but I won't let that happen this time. This time. Takumi, what's gotten into you? This is all a big misunderstanding. I wasn't really gonna harm Sirei. I just wanted to threaten him a little. Make sure he wasn't lying. I mean, he says we're fighting a war to decide the fate of all humanity. If that's true, then you want to sabotage it and guarantee humanity is destroyed, isn't that right? What? You want humanity to be destroyed? What are you talking about? Why would I want to do something so horrible? Don't try to deny it. I know how you see us. Unsightly, freakish, eerie monsters. And you think you've been chosen as some kind of savior who will rid the planet of our vile species. There's no use hiding it, Ado. I know everything. You hate humanity? I don't understand. No. I've never told anyone about any of that, not even once. So how?
How did you know about all this, Takumi?
If you want to blame somebody, blame your future self. You laid it all out in a lengthy monologue. What? The future? That's right, I come from a future where you sabotaged this academy. Came back to fix it, to stop you. So it's not just your appearance, you're actually crazy too. Well, I have to say, this is a disappointment. I was so sure you'd be the easiest one to deceive. What a pity that I'll have to kill you first. Ready for you this time.
I'm going to stop you and change the future.
So is this a timeline where Ado's dead? Did we just kill him? Or is this the base for all of the timelines? Ado has to be dead. He does not live anymore.
What are you talking about, Takumi? So it's not just your appearance. You're actually crazy, too. It doesn't matter. You can try to stop me, but you don't stand a chance. I just felt a surge in my hemoanima.
What? Your hemoanima?
Time to test it on you. Prepare to die, vile human!
Technically, I could just die, couldn't I? That would be a timeline, I would assume. Oh, nice. It does carry over.
Take that! Here we go!
Yeah, you can have your shield all you want there, buddy.
I've got this. We need to regroup. I'll cut you down.
Ooh. Absorbing the baby's cryptoglobin has transformed Takumi's Crimson Assault Guild to Azure Blitz. Azure Blitz has a wide vertical range with a piercing effect capable of killing distant enemies. Oh.
Let's go.
17 damage. Bye, Ado.
Strike. Can't end like this.
Okay. I'm curious. Are all of the enemies gonna be stronger too? Obviously the small fry won't, but the commanders? Impossible. How can you be so much stronger than me? That was really something, Samino. When did you get so strong? I mean, you did okay in yesterday's battle, but you're on a whole other level now. It's only been 1 day since then. What happened to you? Only 1 day. Maybe that's how it seems to you, but for me, it's been so much longer. I've already spent a full 100 days with you, Ado. I never even guessed at your true nature until it was too late.
Everything we did, everything we sacrificed, it was all for nothing. All because of you.
Where's all this coming from, Samino? What's going on with you?
I think I can explain, Sirei.
Another voice joined the conversation, speaking directly into my head at the same time. He appeared. What the? Ado really did betray us. It's just like you said, Takumi. You made some kind of avatar out of undying flames? I didn't know you could do that. I was worried when you didn't come to the defense room. Well, it's more than that, really. I wanted to see the people who are fighting to protect me up close, at least once. Can you hear him too, Siri? That's right, he can only communicate via hemoanima telepathy. But I've got equipment built into me to receive those signals. Now you said you could explain all this? Yes, you might have trouble believing Takumi, but it will probably mean more coming from me. The Ghost Boy went on to tell Siri everything I'd told him when I arrived in this timeline. Naturally, the little creature was taken aback. Who wouldn't be? You used hemoanima to travel through time? Now that you mention it, Otsuki did say he felt a sudden surge of power back there. That seems to be a side effect of Takumi's arrival here. Well, butter my biscuits. I never expected anything like this to happen. Just goes to show you we haven't even scratched the surface of what cryptoglobin can do. What are you all talking about? Where did this fiery monster come from? All that stuff about the future, is it really true? What have you done, Takumi? You don't need to know that. You'll only try to use anything I tell you against me anyway. Over, Ado, I won't let you destroy humanity. You're really gonna kill me then? Is that what you're saying? You seem like such a nice guy too. You must really hate me. What did I do to deserve such malice, Takumi? Think about it. I haven't actually done anything. Are you really gonna take my life because of something you think I might do? There's no might about it. You'll definitely mess things up if I don't stop you. I know you well enough to be sure of that. It's not like anything I say can change your mind about humanity, can it? You're right. There's no changing who I am. You're all just unsightly monsters. That's a firm, immutable truth. As long as I live, I'll never stop hating your whole vile species. Gotta say, you two are full of surprises, both of you. How an outlier like you ended up here is a real mystery, Otsuki. The desire to eliminate humanity is totally antithetical to our mission here. I'll have to look into how such an error could have occurred. Now that I know all of this, there's no use preserving you anymore. Sirai's eyes flashed red. What did you just do? I erased Otsuki's DNA record from the Revivomatics database. Got data on all of us right down to our genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state, and then we're alive again, just like that. So, Ado can't be revived anymore? Exactly. All that's left is for you to execute him, and everything will be back on track. So I'm doing this. I'm killing Ado before he can do any harm. Wait, Takumi. I won't try to stop you, but take a moment to think about this. You said you came back so you could change the future. kind of future do you want to create, and is killing him the only way to achieve it? The future I want. Well, you should absolutely kill him. Leave him alive and we'll have no kind of future at all. He's an enemy of all humanity. Just like the invaders, he doesn't deserve your pity. Right, I'm inconvenient for you, so just get rid of me. Isn't that how humans made it this far? Ignore the fact that you'll be taking an innocent life for your own selfish purposes. If it's for humanity's sake, then anything goes, isn't that right? Ado's not about to change his mind. He's still just as much of a threat as ever. I know better than anyone the kind of terrible things he's capable of. But I can't deny that this Ado hasn't done any of that yet. And he's not an invader. He's a human being just like me. Is killing this version of him really the right thing to do? This has to be my decision. I'm done with letting others control my fate. That's why I came back in the first place, to create a new future on my own terms. Whatever path I choose here, I have to be prepared to see it through. Time to make my choice. From now on, the story will diverge greatly depending on Takumi's decisions. You'll be able to come back and explore the other choices later. Now decide Ado's fate. Okay, but what do we gain by letting him live? Do I gain anything by letting him live? The only future for him is gonna be locked in those cages. I'm like 99% sure. Cookie, what should I do? Should I kill him? You're too tired. He's gonna sabotage us. He's dead. That's right, just like the Undying Flames boy said, I came back so I could change the future. If I let Ado live, history might repeat itself. If I don't want that to happen, then my choice is clear. I need to end his life here and now. Ooh, do I get stronger now too? Let's go!
Somebody has to do it.
Bye, Ado.
This is it. You're finished.
Now he turns into a mummy. Yeah, we're stronger. Now we deal 18 damage with her ult. Suddenly, I found myself walking to my room. It was almost like I was running from something. I finally made it to the rooftop when I saw them there, as if they had been waiting for me. What's going on with you, Samino? Why would you leave the gym without saying anything? Maybe you didn't want to see Otsuki looking like that. You have nothing to worry about, Samino. You made a wise decision. You did the right thing. He was trying to destroy me, your commanding officer. That's not all. He was trying to slaughter all of humanity. You're our savior, the hero who saved mankind, so you don't have a single thing you need to regret. I don't know about that. Personally, I get the feeling you're walking down the wrong path. Or perhaps I should say, he's straight off the path he was meant to walk as a human being. May be true that Ado committed many crimes in the future, you know, Takumi. But he hadn't done anything wrong here and now, had he? You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change, I believe so at least, but you didn't give him the chance. That doesn't sound like the right thing to do to me. Shut up. Huh? You think I don't know all that already? You don't have to shove it down my throat. I clenched my fist and practically barked my rebuttal at the ghost boy before running off to my room. I think we're gonna go on a slaughter. Any choice to kill, we're gonna do it. Was oppressively silent in my room. I didn't bother to turn the lights on. I just sank into a corner and wrapped my arms around my knees. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. I repeated this to myself over and over again.
You're our savior. The hero who saved mankind. So you don't have a single thing you need to regret.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Why can't I stop thinking about what he said after?
You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change. I believe so, at least. But you didn't give him the chance.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I covered my ears and squeezed my eyes shut. But when I did, I could see Ado, now a blackened lump of flesh, staring at me hatefully. My eyes flew open. I was scared to so much as blink. I focused on my breathing, the only sound in the room, and spent the night curled into a ball, my eyes wide open the whole time. Okay.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your third day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Okay, Siri, you need to keep your mouth shut about what happened last night. Don't tell the others.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Kumi, what the hell, man? Why did you... Ado, he... Everyone's cold eyes pierced through me as I stepped into the cafeteria. They were all staring at me suspiciously. We all saw the body in the gym. And then Siri showed up. Right, I explained what happened to everyone. Told them that you came back from the future. I told them Ada was abnormal and that he tried to destroy me last night. I told them everything, but they seemed reluctant to believe me. Obviously, you tell us he came back from the future? And you think any of us are dumb enough to just be like, oh well, if you say so. Yeah, none of us are that stupid. If a useless single-celled organism like me might be permitted to speak up, are we sure Takumi isn't experiencing some sort of delusion? At the very least, there's no way he can prove he's not. That would mean Mr. Samino got caught up in this delusion and ended up murdering someone. That would make him the abnormal one around here. Tako's words weighed heavily on me, but it wasn't true. Not sure if I'd made the right decision last night. I still don't have confidence in my decision, even though I already made it. But what I experienced last time really happened. There's no way it was a delusion. Need them to understand that, if nothing else. Everyone, hear me out. It's a long story, but I looked right into everyone's eyes as I began to recount what I knew about the previous 100 days. Told them everything that happened. World Death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus Project, the artificial satellite. I told them about the boy made of undying flames and his infant body in the defense room. Even the existence of Second to Last Defense Academy and the 5 other fighters there under the command of Nico. The only thing I left out was what I learned about Nozomi. The secrets she'd shared that first time were between me, her and me. It was night by the time I was done talking. But still, the doubt in their faces never left. I knew why, too. It was because I'd killed Ado. In their eyes, my story was nothing more than an elaborate, lengthy excuse. Like I was trying to confuse them by weaving a fantastical, impossible tale. I see, I think I understand. It doesn't look that way to me. I simply mean I understand what you think happened. Whether it's true or not is another story. Talking anymore is just a waste of time. Why don't we call it for today and get out of here? Right, it's late now. But what do we do with Ado's body? It's still lying there in the gym. Should we bury him? Wait, it would be so pitiful to bury him when he looks like a burnt pretzel steak. I wish we could do something about that. Like what? Restore his body to how it used to be, perhaps? Is that even possible? Obviously, I can't do it, but maybe Siri. Oh, well, I mean, it's not that I can't do it, but that's a super secret technique written at the very end of the super secret commanding officer manual. So how in the world did you know about it, Shizuhara? Just a guess. Guess? But why would we do that? Told you, it's such a pity we don't know if he was really a traitor or not. Body deserves dignity, no matter what sins that person may have committed in life. Isn't it only normal to want a body in such a tragic state to look more like it used to be? No one objected to her suggestion. Siri reluctantly agreed. He must have decided it wasn't worth antagonizing everyone over it when it was only our third day here. And so we transported Ado's body to a classroom on the second floor. Brr, it's so cold. What is this room? It's a morgue. A morgue? What? I don't remember that from the last time. You never used it. Well, in a way, that's a good thing. This is where we store bodies whose causes of death are unknown. Say one of you got killed by an unknown weapon during a defensive battle. A bioweapon or nanomachines or something like that. In that case, we'd need to dissect you in order to properly determine the cause. We need a place to store the bodies in a situation like that, which is why we have this room. Temperature is set really low to keep the bodies from decomposing. Everyone hunched their soldiers against the cold as they looked around the room. Their breath steamed in the air. Well then, I'm gonna get started on restoring the body. Would you all mind stepping out? How long will it take? I should have it done by tomorrow morning. Alright, one last thing. We were about to leave when Siri stopped us. I know it's sudden, but as of today, I'd like to officially designate Samino as the Special Defense Unit team leader. Huh? You saved me, Samino, and you know the future, plus you have red hair, so I'm sure you'll make a great leader. Yeah, the red hair. What kind of reason is that? I will not entertain any objections. That's an order from your commanding officer. Disobey and you may be court-martialed. You're to do as Samino says, starting tomorrow, got it? These guys are gonna hate me this whole play. We returned to the roof. Everyone's faces were even more gloomy, having seen Ado's body up close. They all vanished inside their rooms without saying a word. Left on my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw the satellite. Artificial satellite hung in the sky, lit with countless mechanical lights. It felt further away than the last time I saw it. Just then, I heard a pop inside my head. The very next moment, I was suddenly unconscious. Oh, that's fun. We're already dead.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 4th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
In the morning, I skipped going to the cafeteria and went back there instead. Somebody else had got there before me. Hiriko. Good morning. Did you eat breakfast? No, not yet. I'm not hungry. I could maybe go for a frog, though.
Oh?
A frog? Forget that. What are you doing here? After a moment of silence, Hiriko answered. Probably for the same reason you are. I wanted to see the results of the restoration. Siri's not here. Does that mean he's done? Only one way to find out. Hiriko approached the body. She stopped in front of it and quietly pulled the sheet covering Eido's body.
Looks like it's done. At the very least, he's not a burnt pretzel anymore.
I felt vaguely relieved seeing him. Of course, I hadn't forgiven him for what he'd done to us last time. But I felt some guilt about bringing him to such an undignified end. Now that his body was back to the way it used to be, the painful mass of emotions within me eased a little.
It feels wrong to bury him in the dirt after all this effort to get him so pristine. Why don't we leave him like this for a little longer?
Hiriko covered him with the sheet once more. No sooner had she finished than Gaku came barreling into the room. There you guys are. We found something messed up. Come look. Messed up? Just hurry, you'll see for yourself. Is someone else dead already? Hiriko and I practically flew down the stairs as we followed Gaku to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon our arrival. What is this? Spray paint. Someone sprayed a message on the digital blackboard. I looked at the message. Leave the school now, or I'll kill you all. I was the first one to find it. I finished breakfast early and was wandering around the school when I saw this. Then he came back to the cafeteria and told us about it. We all came running to see for ourselves. But who would pull some kind of dumb prank like this? Prank? Said what I said. Who would take this shit seriously? Looks like some snot-nosed kid wrote it. Yo ho ho, I believe it though. It's way more interesting that way. I smell a killing game in the air. Whether it's serious or not, we do know it's not the work of an invader. The alarm would have gone off if one of them tried to get in here. They don't know our language on top of that. I doubt it could have been one of them. But if it was Eido? Huh? Maybe the restoration brought him back, like a zombie. I don't think that's possible. His appearance may have been restored, but his cryptoglobin is gone. And besides, we just saw him. He definitely wasn't breathing. So that means the person behind this thread is in the room with us now? Everybody glanced around, trying to see what everyone else was thinking. Their eyes were filled with distrust and unease. Wait, but hold on. There's one other person it could be, right? Everyone seemed to have an idea of what I was getting at. That's right, Sire. I definitely wouldn't put it past him. But why would he write a threatening message like this? We can figure that out later. For now, we need to find him. And so began the hunt for Sire. We found him only seconds later. It turned out he was very close to the classroom.
No!
Oh.
Siri?
What the hell?
You're kidding!
Why? How could this happen to him?
Everyone was deeply disturbed, but the shock I felt went far beyond theirs. After all, I'd seen this very scene before, the last time I went through this. Back then, Eido had been responsible for it, but Eido didn't exist in this world any longer. I'd killed him myself 2 days earlier. And yet the same thing was happening all over again. The whole reason I fought Eido in the first place was to prevent it. So why? We returned to the classroom in a daze. Everyone stood around in silence for some time. Their eyes were cast downward, expressions grave. Finally, Gaku broke the silence. Takamaru, do you still think this is all a prank? But if this isn't a prank, then it's just not fair. They didn't even give us the chance to leave. Maybe it means the kill you all part will start as soon as we see the message. Still, it's not right. It's highly probable that Sire was destroyed before we woke up. Somebody would have noticed otherwise. That means it happened before Gaku found the message? So one of us had to die before we even knew we were being threatened? How utterly unreasonable. In movies, terrorists always set off a small-scale explosion, then claim responsibility, right? Once everyone knows it's not a prank, they announce that they're going to carry out another crime. Durami had a point. Possible the culprit did this to Siri to show they were serious. In that case, we'd be fine so long as we did what they demanded. Temporarily leaving the school and seeing what happened before returning would be the safest route. But there was no guarantee that the person who wrote the message was the same person who destroyed Siri. It wasn't out of the question that the message really was just a prank. But even if it was, we'd still have to deal with the threat of whoever destroyed Siri still being nearby. For now, I need to figure out if we listen to the message or not. Do we leave the school, or do we ignore it and stay? It's up to me to decide. Another decision. It's been like 20 minutes. What will kill everyone? Where will we go exactly? Sure, why not? We're gonna go to second to last. This is a bad ending, actually. I can't abandon.
Everyone listen up. I think we need to get out of here for now, even if it's just temporarily.
Oh, why is that? Someone destroyed Siri. They might be trying to send us a message. What happens if those monsters show up, huh? If they take out the school, we're screwed. Or maybe you're behind all this shit and that's why you took out that bucket of bolts. But why would I do that? Beats me, but you're the one who murked Edo. You're saying Mr. Samino is behind all of this. I suppose it's not out of the question. Damn it, I didn't think they'd suspect me of doing all this. Yep, I think we should stay. A threatening message can only mean one thing, right? Time for a blood-spattering killing game. I'm gonna go out flashing 2 peace signs with my tongue hanging out. I'm super psyched. Somebody make sure to get a pic. What the hell is she talking about? Let me ask you something, Takumi. You say you've seen the future, right? Right, but it looks like you guys don't believe me. What makes you say we should leave? School would be defenseless. I assume you understand this when you made the proposal. Right, I came back after living out an entire 100 days. I remember all of the defensive battles we had. The invaders will attack again on day 7. That leaves us 3 days. One more thing, like I said yesterday, we have allies a fair distance from here. We can meet up with them. We'll be better off in our battles. So I'd like to take the opportunity to go get them. I summarized everything I'd said yesterday as a reminder. All about Second to Last Defense Academy. Second to Last Defense Academy. Is there really another school out there? Yeah, you'll have to believe I traveled through time for this to make sense, but I swear to you, I'm not lying. I believe you, bro, I do. So let's ditch this place, okay? I'm telling you, that message is freaking me out. Mr. Maruko is literally shaking. He's definitely the one who'd die first in a horror movie. Don't put that evil on me, dummy. Talk to me, this threat didn't appear in the future, did it? No, it didn't. Maybe my coming back to the past has caused something to deviate. Deviate? He means he's altered history. If something happens now that diverges from historical precedent, it naturally creates a variation, a new timeline, just like in sci-fi stories. What the hell does a hysterical president or whatever got to do with anything? So you mean that Mr. Semino coming back from the future is changing the past?
Yeah.
His whole tale about traveling through time is suspect, but let's assume we believe what he says. If things are no longer aligned with the future he knows, there's no guarantee the next attack will be on day 7, is there? Well, I knew it too. I felt like something was off even beyond the threatening message. But I killed Ado to change the future. Our biggest risk factor should have been taken care of. I doubt this deviation is that big just yet. The chance of the attack date being different is low. I think we should consider the risk of this threat and evacuate for now. Yeah, I'm with Takumi. Gaku seems pretty traumatized by the whole thing, maybe because he was the first to discover the message. I appreciate that it got him on my side, but he's shaking so much I'm worried about him. Honestly, I have no idea what we should do. My thoughts are just swirling around. But I think I'm going to try and have faith in what Takumi is saying. I'm going to leave the school with them. Right, this threat is no mere prank. It's too dangerous for us to take it lightly. I'm riding with Takumi. Really? Riding. I love a sadistic girl in glasses who knows when to take charge, but still, this time travel thing is way suspicious. I want to get on a killing game, so I vote we stay. I don't think I can believe Takumi so easily. I don't want to doubt him, but there's no proof at all. Is that what my dear sister says? I agree. This might be a trap. I would never do that. You sure about that? You think you can just get us all to roll over and agree with you? Too much to suddenly take your word for everything. This seems a little suspicious to me too, I'm sorry to say. You want to stay here and enjoy a little bloodbath with Darumi and friends, Shoma? Excuse me? You're an outcast like me, right? Let's kill all these normies together. Plus you seem like you'd totally squeal when you die. Right, a freak waste of space like me is doomed to die pathetically. I'm sorry, I should just get killed like the crap stain I am. Then you won't have to look at me anymore. I don't give a shit if you think you're crap, just stay in the school. Shit. Crap, all fine words to describe me. With your blessing, I'll live out my final days as an excrement-covered worm. Hey, we'll be staying too, if you don't mind. We still don't trust Mr. Semino. Besides, if we leave, we can't use the Revival-matic. I'd be in quite a situation if something were to happen to my beautiful little sister. Brother dearest. 5 want to stay and 4 want to go. This is bad. Based on the message, all of us need to leave to satisfy their demand. There isn't enough time for me to persuade these guys one by one, which means, man, forget it. If you're gonna leave, leave without us. Fine, I just have to convince all of you then. Will you guys agree to give me some time? Oh, what are you up to? Are you gonna try some kind of underhanded trick? Yeah, I'm gonna force you to see it my way. If I can prove I've really traveled through time, they'll have to listen to me. I have to use the ace up my sleeve. How do you plan on persuading us exactly? You're not about to spout some spiritual cult leader garbage, are you? You must be worried about Leo. You know about Leo. I know about your affliction too. When you attack someone, you develop a horrible allergic reaction all over your body. It's enough to knock you out instantly. How do you know that? You told me yourself during my first 100 days here. Does that mean you know my secrets too? Your dad's addicted to betting on horse races. That's why you hate horses. Ew, you know about my worthless loser of a dad? Why don't I just kill myself? Ima, Kako, your parents passed away in a traffic accident when you were young. That's why Ima's done so much to protect you, Kako, even if it means getting his own hands dirty, right? Kako, your dream is to be a detective because of your father. You really do know our secrets, but we never told you any of this. Wait, did you come from the future for real? Details are so specific that I have to believe he really did. Now do you believe me? No, that's not enough to prove that you time traveled. That was probably just some cheap parlor trick. You're no better than a fraud who claims they can talk to ghosts. Yeah. There are definitely other ways he could have gotten our personal information. Maybe Sirei told him, or maybe he got some kind of database. No, you really did tell me this stuff in the future. I get it now. Damn. Dude almost had me there. I knew it. This is the route where we finally play a killing game. Let's start killing each other. If this isn't enough to convince them, then I'm just going to have to deploy my last resort, no matter the consequences. You really want me to do it this way. You might not like it. What do you mean? I only told you a little bit of what I know. I know more secrets, ones you wouldn't want me to reveal in front of everyone. Huh? If you won't leave the school, I may have no other choice. It was a lie. I didn't know any secrets, I was just bluffing. With the dead serious expression on my face, I slowly made eyes with each one of them. Where's your proof? You sure you want me to prove it right here, right now? Is that a threat? You're a fucking coward, you know that? Sorry, but I don't have time for this. Either you agreed to leave the school right now, or else. Well, wait, please, I'll leave. Just don't tell them. How about the rest of you? Fine, if this is how you want to do it, I'll go. My dear sister is going, I'm going. I still don't believe your time travel story, but I can't let her out of my sight. Just whatever, have it your way. I can't have a killing game by myself, I'll go too. I can get through this if we all talk about our favorite gory visual novel death scenes together. Okay, so you're all going to leave the school now. Thank you. Hurry up and get ready then. It was a risky gamble, but I somehow managed to convince everyone to leave the school, albeit reluctantly. Even if they still doubted I was from the future, at least I'd managed to avoid our most imminent threat. Oh, it's night already. After managing to convince the others, I got ready to leave, but no one else had come yet. I'm exhausted. Maybe it's because I'd been so desperate while trying to convince the people who wanted to stay, but now fatigue is really setting in. I let out a deep sigh and closed my eyes for a moment. This is making me sleepy. If I had a bed in front of me right now, I just know I'd be knocked out in an instant. Ow. My head feels heavy and sore, maybe because I'm tired? Makes sense, this situation is turning me into a ball of nerves. But thankfully the pain woke me up. I smacked the side of my face to pump myself up for the trip. Snap out of it, Takumi. By this time everyone was showing up at the entrance, now ready to go. You're all here, let's get going then. Yeah, it's dark now, but we'll be okay, right? Tomorrow, anyone who's able should head for second to last Defense Academy. But for now, we need to get through the wall of fire. We'll be roughing it tonight. You mean sleeping outside? I sure hope we don't run into any invaders. Sister dearest, your dear brother is here to be your personal blanket and keep you warm. You don't have to do that. So this fire extinguisher you were talking about really works on those flames? Yeah, it's only temporary, but it works. We are the boys and girls who grabbed the sun, riding to Valhalla. Let's get moving, come with me, unless you want to be burnt to a crisp. Without hesitation, Hiroko took a fire extinguisher and walked toward the roaring flames. Oh my god, Mistress Hiroko's so cool and she's gonna die looking cool too. Hey, hold on. I grabbed an extinguisher and hurried after her. And that's how we all ended up escaping to the other side of the wall of fire. Everyone was at a loss for words after seeing the massive raised ruins all around us. But maybe exhaustion won out in the end because they seemed to just accept what they were seeing before long. Tomorrow, we head to second to last Defense Academy. And then... No good, I'm too sleepy. I'll worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes. I gave in to the listless feelings and closed my heavy lids. Morning already. I felt the sunlight through my eyelids. I rubbed my eyes like usual and moved to get up when it hit me. Right, we slept outside. Seeing the ruins spread out before me made me remember that we'd evacuated outside of the wall of fire. Oh, good morning. I feel so sorry that I had to be the first thing you see this morning. Truly the worst possible start to your day. That's not true, Shoma. Is everyone else awake?
Oh?
They've been awake for a while. Well, half of them couldn't sleep in the first place. Oh, really? Who could sleep knowing the invaders could show up without warning? Could feel my stomach churning all night. Same, and Durumi wouldn't knock it off with her creepy talk. All I was doing was sharing my top 100 massacre scene. Morning is so depressing anyway, I hate it. I wish I was dead. Damn it, if anyone's depressed now, it's me. Everyone seems pretty low right now. You seem to sleep well, Mr. Samino. You must be quite the masochist to be able to sleep on such a hard surface. You must have been really tired. Are you alright? My head's a little fuzzy since I just woke up, but my body feels normal. If I had to complain about anything, I guess my back hurts. But that's just the price you pay for sleeping outside. I'm fine. I slept like a log. After hearing my answer, Kako smoothed her hand over her chest with a relieved look on her face. Was I sleeping that hard? I hope I don't have drool marks on my chin. But everyone seems to be fine, thankfully. I was sure an irrelevant nobody like me would have been killed by now. Well, we left just like the message said. Now the culprit's gotten what they want. Right? Right? I think so. We'd kept up our end of the bargain. The message didn't say don't come back or anything. Surely we wouldn't be killed if we went back on day 7. So we just have to make our way to second to last Defense Academy today, right? Yep, but considering how far it is, we should go in a smaller group. Just how far is it? Pretty far if we walk, but if we use our hemo anima, it shouldn't be a problem. But we should still stick to those of us who have the stamina to walk for an entire day. We want to keep up a good balance between who stays and who goes. I think 4 of us should go. Takumi and I are a given. Do we have 2 other volunteers? Hiroko's dead set on going, huh? Well, having her makes me feel reassured. Uh-oh, I think I see an event flag for Hiroko and Takumi. Huh? Durumi smirked as she looked at me. What does she think is going to happen? Everybody must still feel suspicious of Takumi because of what he did to Edo, right? In that case, we need people who can stop Takumi without hesitation in the event something goes wrong. So that's why you're going. Takumi, you can't get away from Mistress Hiroko. Kyo-ho-ho-ho. I guess she's warning me that she'll kill me if she has to. I kind of already knew. But everyone's pretty wary of me right now. This is what it takes to get them to work with me. Hey, take Shoma and I with you. Shoma? Just in case you need a sacrifice, I understand. Then by all means. Oh, you got it all twisted. This is a good chance to toughen you up. You've got a loser attitude that's gonna get you killed real quick. I'm gonna use this trip to straighten you out. I think I might be beyond hope. But if you're saying even a dirtbag like me can change, I wanna try. That's what I'm talking about. Time for Hellfire. Takamaru's super intense to hell and back training regimen. Aye aye, sir. You kidding me? Anyway, that's 4 people, right? The rest of us just wait here? Yes, so. I don't think we should go back to the school until Takumi's group gets back. Grab those allies or whatever and get back here as soon as possible. I hate horror movie stuff, man. Right, we need to bring them back. We need all the people we can get to achieve our goal. Hey, are you even listening? Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't have any change. I wasn't asking for any. Way to be classist. Oh, that wasn't it? Sorry. I wasn't listening at all. I really need to get it together. We're wasting time here. Let's go. Come on, Shoma. Start with 5 miles of jump squats. Yes, sir. Time for this pathetic worm to stop crawling and start leaping. Now I'm a pathetic, slimy frog. Shoma. Did someone say frog? I hate it. I'm a hikikomori. Hikikomori? I just don't live like that. Already leaving me behind, I gotta get going. Good luck, we'll hold down the fort here. Be careful, Takumi. Thanks, we'll be back on the morning of day 7. I waved goodbye to the group, staying behind and left the campsite. We need to get to second to last Defense Academy, quickly. We walked and walked and walked, ignoring Shoma trying to suffer his way through Takamaru's brutal training regimen. Hiroko and I remained silent. We squeezed in a few short breaks as we walked all night until the sun began to come up again. When we finally saw it. When was their first attack? We've made it. This is second to last Defense Academy. It's real. Shoma did squats the entire journey here? Right, so do we just kick in the door or what? No, we're not here to fight anyone. Just be normal, please. Let's start by saying hello. I headed for the front entrance when a familiar face popped out from the building.
Hello, and welcome to second to last Defense Academy. You are from the main campus, are you not?
Is that Robo-Bastard? It's that Robo-Bastard again. What are you doing here? He does resemble Sirei, but that's not him. They are equally adorable, though. You have a good eye, but it's as you say, I am not the Honorable Sirei. I am known as Nigo. I'm the commanding officer here at second to last Defense Academy. In addition to keeping this place running, I also serve under the Honorable Sirei when the occasion demands it. A pleasure to meet you. How did you know we came from last Defense Academy? Well, you have infusers, don't you? Only students from one of our campuses would be carrying those. Nigo's smug face looked exactly like Sirei's. He wasn't wary of us explaining things would go quickly. Your timing is perfect. There's something I want to ask. I was a tad perplexed when the Honorable Sirei stopped contacting me for our daily intel exchanges. Was your communication equipment damaged? Is there some trouble at the main campus? I remembered having this same conversation before, but the situation was a little different then. I'll explain everything. But first, could you bring your students out here too? I want to talk to everyone at once. I don't like the sound of this. Okay, come on in. I'll get the students. Are these the allies you were telling us about? Can't wait to see what kind of people they are. Right, I hope they're nice people. I decided not to tell Shoma that one of these people beat him to near death in my future. We followed Nigo and entered second to last Defense Academy. Nigo opened the door to the gym and I was greeted by faces that felt somewhat nostalgic at this point.
Okay, everyone, gather round. There's some people I want to introduce you to.
Who are you?
What? 3 strange men have appeared.
Can you stop with your perverted fantasies? You want all of them in your sword too, you sicko?
Ugh. I had no such disgraceful thoughts in my head.
You literally just moaned. Wait, where are Miss Mojiro and Miss Kirifuji? I just went to grab a drink. Oh, looks like they're back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Wait, who are these people? That bright voice, that innocent smile, it's Nozomi. Seeing her made something well up inside of me. Ye strange boys, nobody warned me. So this is the real Moko. Greetings, we are... Don't look, I don't have any makeup on. I might be beautiful without it, but it's still so embarrassing. Are the girls here in Estrus? Huh? I didn't say anything. Let's get on with this. Oh, right. Now that everyone's here, let's have a round of self-introduction. After each of us quickly introduced ourselves, I explained the situation. About what I experienced in my timeline and everything that had happened since I traveled to the past. I finally took a breath after I finished explaining why we'd come to the second campus. That's everything. I don't know if you'll believe me, but... Hold on, this is all too sudden, it makes no sense. Yeah, I get how you'd be suspicious, we only half trust Takumi ourselves. But the part about that wind-up toy of a CO getting killed and ripped to bits is true. The stuff about the weird-ass message, too. The Honorable Sirei killed? Dismembered? No. Dismembered, you say? I would love to see how he got taken apart. Here, Nigo, let's reenact it. I'll put you back together afterwards, I promise. You'd hurt your poor sweet little old Nigo? It would just be a light delaying. Forget that. Are these filthy animals telling the truth about this last defense academy? She practically spat out the word filthy as she looked at us. Well, yes. And they know too much for them to be making it all up. So Takumi really did time travel too? Sir Takumi leapt through time to save the past in a super/siblings ultimate style fight with the invaders. I see, it all makes sense. Shut up, simpleton, or I'll shove your sword down your gullet sideways until you yelp. Assuming we believe what you're saying, what are we supposed to do? Want you all to come with us to Last Defense Academy immediately. Like I just explained, this school is just a decoy. There's no need for you to defend it. Please stop bringing that up. You're going to make them resent me. Rest assured, I already completely despise you. Why didn't you tell us about any of this, you pathetic lump of scrap metal? I'm sorry, it was an order from above. I had no choice. Calm down, Karara. Right now, we need to focus on what we're going to do. Malko stepped up in front trying to reel in Nozomi as she started to lose her composure. Hey, no fighting, okay? We have no choice but to go to Last Defense Academy. Is that what you're about to say, Nigo? How did you know that? Because if Last Defense Academy falls, all our work will have been for nothing, right? Preposterous. How could you use an Suzuki as a decoy? Get down on your hands and knees on hot coals and beg for my forgiveness. Can you weirdos just answer yes or no already? Seriously. It was Nigo's turn to step out in front, reeling in Takamaru before he could start resorting to threats. I apologize for keeping this from everyone, I'm very sorry. Now that the Honorable Sirei's been destroyed, you must defend Last Defense Academy with your lives.
I need you all to step up to this new mission. This is my final order for you.
What do you mean, final? Even if second to Last Defense Academy is a decoy school, that doesn't mean it's without function. I can't abandon my post, I will stay here. Wait, the invaders will be coming here for a second time soon. The next attack will be day 10. It'll be enough to break the defensive barrier. I told the other team what I could remember of what Nozomi told me in my previous timeline. How Moko was taken away because of the enemy's planned attack, how they'd all managed to survive somehow using the Revival-matic. But no matter how much I tried to convince him, Nigo wouldn't change his mind. In the end, we begrudgingly decided to leave Nigo behind and head to Last Defense Academy without him. That settles it then. Oh, for the love of murder, who could have seen this coming? Well, I suppose I don't mind a bit of excitement. Come on, Nozomi, don't look so anxious. I'm worried about Nigo too, but we need to protect Last Defense Academy now. Don't go. We don't have anything to be scared of if we're together. We're so gonna be okay. Indeed. The Holy Jumonji Sword agrees, and she says bye-bye to second to Last Defense Academy. So he was telling the truth about the girl who talks to her sword. I told you, they're all very unique, but you can count on them. Mr. Sumino, I'm counting on you. Yeah, you got it. Nigo held out his hand to me, but he couldn't reach at all, so I just replied with a nod. We don't have any time to spare, we need to get back. Everyone got ready, said goodbye to Nigo, and boarded the school bus. After leaving second to last Defense Academy, Takamaru drove us down the same road we'd come by. Eventually I dozed off. It was already dawn by the time we made it back to the campsite. Everybody who'd been waiting came running over once we got off the school bus. Welcome back, thank goodness you're all okay. Oh, are these the second to last Defense Academy people? Hey, are these the rest of your teammates? They look poor. Don't you have any shame? You should be begging to be forgiven for ever being born while you bounce off the windshield of a luxury vehicle. Dang, get some friggin' manners. These new characters are totally freaky, I love it. Sorry, Kurara is always like this around new people. Always. That's how Lady Kurara shows her love, so says the Holy Jumonji sword. Lady Kurara, and you can talk to your sword? If anyone knows about love, it's this freaking her sword. You should see what she uses as a sheath, if you get what I mean. That's terrible. That is not true. My relationship with my blade is purely platonic. This whole exchange feels familiar. Sorry that you have to see a puke stain like me back here again. It must be unpleasant. I'll just go disappear somewhere. I've been thinking you're rather cute. If you want to disappear, I can make it feel really good for you. Really good? Are you talking pleasure? Oh my god, he's going to pile drive him. Girls are out of control. They're all acting like a bunch of simpletons. Are we going to be able to get through today's battle like this? Right, the invaders will be attacking today. Last time the other team were awkward with the rest of us for a while after we first met. It took some time for us to get close. But we don't have that kind of time right now. I need to get things organized. Everybody, listen up. The invaders will attack today, so let's head back to the school and get ready. Back to the school? Aren't you worried about that threatening message? What, you gonna sleep out here like a coward forever? You can die out in the wilderness if you want, but you'll be on your own. Let's go back, let's go back. Damn it, why does this always happen to me? I just want to end up in a pool full of cash someday. We quickly introduced ourselves to one another and then set off toward the school. The second to last Defense Academy students looked on in amazement as we used the fire extinguisher to open up a path through the undying flames. And so, we returned to Last Defense Academy for the first time in 3 days. It had been days since we were last there, but nothing seemed to have changed. We showed the newcomers around the school and examined it from corner to corner ourselves. Finally, we arrived at that classroom. There really is a threatening message. The message on the blackboard still looked as creepy as it did the first time. You still haven't found the culprit? I swear when I find out who's behind this prank.
I'm gonna hit them with a nasty Destino!
A prank, you say? Is that really all it is? Why are you laughing all creepy like that? I can tell by the way they've written the word kill that they have a lustful blend of love and hate. The writer's thirst for blood is pulsating off the board. I'm all turned on. Oh, this guy is scary. Don't worry, Lady Kako. My holy Jumonji sword will protect you. Speaking of lustful, that sword of yours is a biohazard. You should keep it far away from children. The holy Jumonji sword is not a tool of licentiousness. I swear. Oh, I have a suggestion. I think some of us should stay inside during the defensive battle, just in case. Huh? But won't that put us at a disadvantage? We have you guys now, and our Hemo anima is powerful enough already. Besides, I'm worried about leaving the inside of the school defenseless. Who knows what could happen? The message is still bothering me. Now that Siri's gone, I'm not comfortable with all of us leaving. Then I'll hang out here and wait. I'd way rather get hunted down by a crazed murderer. Hermes completely fucked in the head as usual. Well, whatever you want to do. Let me guess, the twins are gonna stay too. Well... That's right, we'll abstain, it seems safer here. If we hole up in a room, just the two of us, we'll be perfectly safe, right, sister dearest? Wow, you guys want to get killed even more than I do. I'll stay too, I think. Even if I were to go, I'd just be holding you back. Make sure to keep up your training and build that body like you mean it. Yes, sir. That means the people going are the 5 members of 2nd to last Defense Academy and those of us who haven't volunteered to stay, right? Zomi, are you good to go? Yes, no problem. I'll fight with everyone else. There was no hesitation in Nozomi's eyes. She'd explained to the others how she could fight with an artificial class weapon, and I guess there's nothing to worry about if she can retreat if things go south. Huh?
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
Ooh, we get to actually hear what they say now, too.
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Whoa, they're really here. Wow, how remarkable. It happened just as Takumi said. We have to sortie. The fact that we don't have to convince Tsubasa and Gaku is gonna be so nice. The invaders are here. Takumi, you really did come from the future. It sounds like BS to me, but guess not. Anyway, let's kill these fuckers. Right, if we use Sir Takumi's intel, victory will be ours. Yeah, that's right. We're counting on you, Takumi. Takumi, you give the orders. Lead us in Siri's stead. I'd rather not be told what to do by this funny Pager's reject and his goofball friends, but if I must. If I die, I'll kill you. What does that even mean? Don't you worry your pretty little head, Takumi. I'll bring you back from the river Styx as many times as it takes. Please don't let me get killed over and over again. I'm ready to step in the ring. I've got my sweet sweat-proof makeup on, and I'm all set. Take it away, Takumi. I've got my barf bag, so let's do this. Everybody ready? It's time for a defensive battle. First time with Moko on the field. I'll have to see what she actually does.
Did you know? The color of those creatures' insides is very pretty. They're hideous on the outside, but the contrast with their innards is so beautiful. Oh, thinking about the color makes me tingle.
Oh, maybe we have something in common. The way their brains splatter everywhere when you crush their skulls feels rather wonderful.
I'm worried about these two.
Stop bonding over weird stuff. Nobody else agrees with you.
Just imagining it makes my stomach turn.
Forget that shit! There's more of them than last time.
Come to mention it, they've definitely increased their numbers. Were there this many last time? Well, we have a drastically bigger team now, so this little miscalculation shouldn't pose a problem.
It's fine.
us if we work together.
Got it. I'll put my faith in our team and fight. I'm going to whip every last one of them into submission. Bow down, fools! Get ready to face Moko Mujiro, the apocalyptic maiden of destruction! It's gonna be a slobber knocker!
These blackguards shall become rust on my holy Jumanji sword's blade. Have at you!
Whoa.
It's my turn!
Interesting. Moko Dynamite. Oh. I thought that was just like a spiked club. No, that is a wrecking ball. She swings around, it looks like. Crazy. Yeah, there was definitely not a 10 on day 7.
Let's do this. Ha! I've got this. Ha! Good to
Or
go.
the shield one.
This. Got it. Let's do this. Ha! Can't.
I need a rest hold.
Oh, I still have that on. Do I want to turn it off, though? Can I even turn it off? Probably not. Oh. And I kind of just want
I've
to
got this.
get story, you know?
All right, good to go. Ha! My turn. Take that. Got it. I've got this. Ha!
Oh, you're still
Let's go.
alive?
Take
Perish
this.
already.
All right.
Two arms!
Flash!
We're playing by deathmatch rules here.
Okay, I have to see her attack, actually. Oh, that's cool.
Leave it to me.
You've left yourself open! I've got you!
My turn. Ha! Got it.
Rev it up!
Sadly, cannot win on this one. I mean, I probably could.
I got this.
Let's get to the killing.
All right, let's get started. I'll chop you to pieces.
I don't really want to use voltage when I don't have to.
My turn at last. I'll end you. Huh? We won! Wait, it's already over? What a bunch of two-pump chumps.
How unsatisfying. I was hoping to see something more sticky and pulpy.
It was a resounding victory, but things weren't exactly like the last time. Not just because of our new teammates either, something felt off.
Hey, look! There's more of them!
What is that? Ew! More of them?
I need a big, strong man to come and save me!
That's so weird coming from her.
It's okay, Moko. If we just stay calm and take care of them, things will be okay.
Guess we just gotta knuckle up.
You know what? There's clearly more than last time, but why?
Don't let them get to you guys. Just keep fighting. Here we go. Not bad. Let's go.
Is that what I want to do?
Here. Here we go. Take this. All right, good to go. Got it. Let's go. Take that. Ready when you are. Here. All right.
That's about all I can really do there.
Bring it on and stay down! Pulverize them!
Prepped and ready. Bang, bang, bang! Let me at him. That's what I'm talking about.
Malko's kind of nice. I don't know how I feel about her character, but she plays pretty nice.
Here we go. Let's go. That's it. My turn. Got it.
Time for battle. Time to move.
I'll show you what's up.
Sure. We'll just have to take out these.
Here we go. All right.
Leave it to me. Take this! I'm taking the wheel! Out of the way!
Have we vanquished them all now?
Who knows? Maybe they'll just come streaming out from every little crevice like a bunch of roaches.
I can feel it, guys. We're way stronger now. And immortal, too! Now that's what the hell I'm talking about!
Goodness. Takumi, what happens now? This isn't the end, is it?
Not yet. A commander will show up next.
I thought so. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a challenge.
Are commanders those big freaks?
Yeah, but they start off in human form. I mentioned this before, but the commanders are humanoid, like us. Their power is just like our hemo-anima, too.
My, how fascinating. I would love to capture one alive and take a peek inside of it.
Speak of the devil. Look over there.
I shifted my gaze after Hiriko spoke.
Huh?
Who's that? Exactly, who's that? Someone I'd never seen before was staring at us and at the school.
Is that a commander? They don't look like an invader.
It must be a new type. Human like us. With hemo-anima.
They have some audacity to look so haughty. Let me put that fool in their place!
So, this thing turns into one of those big freaks we saw the other day? And it's got hemo-anima, like us?
No, that's not them.
Huh? Then who is it?
Who is this? What's going on here? I've never seen this one before.
Takumi? What's wrong? This is the same as what you experienced last time, right?
Wait! Someone's coming from over there, too! Is this a commander tag team?
Huh? It's him! That's him! That's the commander!
Huh? Then who's the first guy?
Well...
Huh? Are they gonna surrender?
No! They're coming for us! Keep your guard up!
God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength. Blood of my bond, release!
Kinda nice actually hearing what they're saying. Oh, right at the dragon. Please only have the 50 health.
The paragon of order. I will run this time. I'm done running away. I have to stand and fight. All of you stand aside! If you don't, then in the name of order, I will strike you down!
Huh.
It turned into one of those big motherfuckers! Just like Takumi said!
Know your place! You have some nerve defying an old Suzuki! I will destroy you, monster!
Did you guys hear that too? He's talking.
Indeed. He speaks human language.
This because of our hemo anima? Never mind that. What's going on with that other person? I'd have remembered if there was someone like that around the first time. Just who are they? What are they doing here?
Hey, Takumi! What the fuck are we supposed to do? You're from the future, right, dude? Tell us what happens next!
I don't know. We've deviated.
Huh? You gotta be kidding me!
We fought him before. We know how tough he is. Now that we've got this many fighters and we're hella strong, he's going down!
Yeah. Right.
I'll have time to think about this later. For now, the battle takes priority. I just have to make this work.
I will run!
$80 health.
Let's go.
Okay then. Ooh, you hit
My turn.
really hard actually.
Say when. Here. Let's go. Gotta push it.
I don't think I can actually use
Say
that.
when. Got it. This isn't good.
Nozomi.
I've got you!
Thanks.
I've got this! I'll help!
I owe you.
No,
Ready when you are.
I'm gonna ult them. Really doesn't matter where I hit.
One last strike!
Kinda nice hitting 19 damage.
What is this thing? Enough of this insolence!
He's rather strong. Honestly, I underestimated him.
Hey, I was just watching on the monitor last time, but was he really this strong?
Oh, right. The first time he shows up and he runs.
No. He's considerably stronger than before. Just like us.
Just like us.
This is likely because of Takumi's time travel. I guess it's not just our hemo anima that responded to Takumi after he came from the future.
Huh? Are you telling me the enemy is stronger now too?
What gives, Takumi? Why'd you go and power them up like that?
I didn't know that was going to happen. How was I supposed to know going through time would affect the invaders too?
We don't have time to whine and moan. Let's focus on the enemy. We can talk later.
Right, right. Even if they're stronger, so are we. We can do this. There are more of us to fight now too. Work together, cover each other, and take them down.
You know it! Moko Machiro doesn't run from demons! She beats the crap out of them!
Holy Jumanji sword, we ride together!
We'll protect this school, along with humanity's future.
Say when. Take this! How's this?
Caught me off guard.
Oh.
I won't give in. I got you.
Thanks. You saved my ass. My turn.
This is bad. I can still fight.
Say when. Harder. My turn. There. Got it. Can't give up. Not there yet. I'm not done yet. One last strike! Take this!
It's my turn!
Hardly a challenge.
I think we're just...
Time for me to move.
Oh. That was dumb of me. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Stubborn, aren't they?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Let us begin.
Let's freaking go! Hey, this! Prepped and ready! Bang, bang, bang! Did you see that?
Leave it to me.
Yeah!
Onward. You've left yourself open. My apologies.
Anyone able to deal that much? Probably
Time for
Hiroko.
battle. Time to move. Out of my way.
I can make it.
All right, let's get started.
I'll never surrender. I'll do my part too. I can still fight.
Yeah, you have like 2
Time
health
for
in total.
Die. I lost too much blood. Don't underestimate me. Show me your insides.
Strong enough. All right, I'm back.
like people!
Yeah. I mean, they even use hemo anima like us.
Hey, Takumi! It's your fault these monsters are stronger now, is it? Pay with your life!
I told you. I had no idea that it happened. I didn't even know it would do anything to your powers.
Hemoanima sure is mysterious. Not even the time traveler can explain it.
Dang, I thought Takumi was gonna be our cheat code man.
I suppose it's fitting that a war as bizarre as this should be fought using powers that are just as strange.
Ugh. What's the point if the enemy is stronger too?
Oh, for the love of murder, enough complaining! More importantly, what was with that other person who showed up at first? They ended up getting away.
Perhaps a second commander? Surely Sir Takumi must know.
What do we do with this guy? He ain't dead yet.
I looked to where Takamaru was pointing.
Please, I beg of you, don't kill me.
Is this thing begging for its life? Pretty pathetic given you were just trying to kill us.
Shit. I don't like being able to understand these things.
Hey, I thought Takumi said they weren't intelligible to us.
I'm pretty sure this is all because of the changes to our hemoanima.
Which would mean maybe he can understand us too.
Hey, can you hear me? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand.
The moment he opened his mouth, Hiroko was quick to interrupt.
I wouldn't recommend getting familiar with this thing. He's our enemy.
I guess so.
I beg of you, spare my life.
Hey, you...
It happened in an instant. Yugamu vanished and immediately circled behind the enemy, and then... Yugamu, why? We could have got intel out of him. I'm not gonna be able to pick who gets kills anymore, huh?
How precious.
Yugamu? Sorry, Takumi, I wanted to shut that demon's mouth sooner rather than later. Good work, Yugamu. You single-celled simpleton of a boy, it's obvious you would have been utterly taken in by his pointless begging. Come on. Couldn't exactly deny the allegation. I wanted to talk to him a bit more. Maybe it would have changed something. But that's not happening now. Fight is over. Well done, everyone. Yeah, good work. Now it's time to celebrate our win, right? Everybody survived. We can't celebrate without our leader. True enough. Thanks, guys. Okay, let's head to the cafeteria. All this success has me starving. Eating with poppers in my sight will no doubt cheapen the taste of my meal. I'm gonna hit the shower first. I feel totally disgusting. I'm gonna wash off first as well. I got spattered by blood. Come on, Takumi, you ready to go? Of course. Everyone returned to the school feeling a mixture of exhaustion and happiness. Honestly, I couldn't get the commander's last moments out of my head. I swore I'd win this 100-day war. So now's the time to earnestly celebrate our win. The battle now over, we shared the good news with the others waiting in the school. According to Dorumi and Shoma, who had been patrolling the school, nothing unusual had happened. Guess that's good news. What was the point of that thread after all? Who wrote it and why? I was lost in thought as everyone enjoyed a celebratory meal in the cafeteria. Phew, what a long day that was. The celebration was over and I was back in my room. I let out a sigh on my bed. I feel kinda sluggish now. The exhaustion was setting in now, leaving me with a nasty headache. I was just about to close my eyes to get myself to sleep when suddenly he showed up again. You again. Sorry, but I'm tired. Let me rest.
Huh?
I can tell, but I really wanted to check in on you.
Ah.
Why is that? You intrigue me, seeing as you used my power to jump through time and redo the past. I was sure that your second chance at this world would be one full of hope where all would be saved. But it looks like things are a bit different from what I was imagining. You're so relentless that you'd even end the life of a traitor without hesitation. It's frightening. What are you getting at? Seems to me like you've changed.
Strange, isn't it? I don't share any of your memories of the past, but I'm starting to get the feeling you're not yourself.
Let me guess, must be the power of cryptoglobin? Don't be ridiculous. What do you know about me anyway? Nothing at all. Relax, I'm not here to meddle. All I can do is watch from the defense room. No, I'm sorry. That was messed up of me to say. I'm just tired. Understood. Good night. And with that, he quietly vanished. I don't really understand that guy. I'm Takumi Sumino. Nothing's changed about me. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing and find a new ending to these 100 days.
Up and Atom Troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 8th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Oh, everyone's here. Good morning, guys. Want some food? We have grilled mackerel meal with chocolate sauce and kimchi and bean paste stew. Or slaw. I think I'll pass. How about rice with protein? You need your protein in the morning. There were so many colorful sources of protein piled up high that I could barely see the rice. Oh, Takumi, still alive, huh? My bad, I guess. When is the killing game gonna start? Everyone's way too alive right now. Aren't we supposed to wake up in the morning and find a dead body covered in stab wounds? Like with blood splashed all over the place, kinda like the omelet with ketchup there. Knock it off, I'm eating. What'd my omelet ever do to deserve this? How much of a grade school dropout do you have to be to believe such a stupid threat? You must have the same IQ as Kyoshika. Just like me, that means you can do everything except carry the numbers in an equation. Oh, she doesn't know she's being made fun of. Poor thing. I don't want to believe the message, but that doesn't mean we should ignore it. As we reported yesterday, while everyone else was fighting, Doremi and I checked the school from top to bottom. We didn't find anything out of the ordinary. Hey, couldn't that mean that you're the culprit? Me? Phew, now that's a twist. But I'm not smart enough to be the culprit. Plus, it's much more fun not knowing when I'll get killed. Gamu, I'd appreciate it if you didn't point fingers without evidence. We still have more fights with the invaders waiting for us, so I don't want us to be jumping at our own shadows. Sorry, Takumi, you're very right. Anyway, when's the next enemy attack? You should know, right? Not for a while. Not until day 17, I think. Then we have some time. We'll be able to get prepared before then. What are you thinking? Well, Hemo-Anima training, of course, but also class weapon simulations. Also maybe getting closer to everyone here. We just met, so we don't know each other all that well yet. Yeah, I'm on board with that. We have to build mutual trust if we want to keep winning all the way to day 100. Excuse me, you want me to fraternize with these oafs? I'll gouge a third eye hole into that miserable head. Don't say that, Karara. We won't get through this if we don't cooperate with each other. Friendship, hard work, triumph. I learned this from the Shonen manga Bible. Or trust and friendship are words normies use to curse the rest of us. None of that has anything to do with me. Keep it away. I'm not good with conflict, but I'd be happy to make some friends. I doubt anyone would be willing to accept a guy worth less than a belly button lint collection, though. You don't need to rush it, just take your time and build up trust and rapport. He's right. Fine, if Takumi wants it, then I don't mind. Everybody reacted differently to the idea, but no one seemed to want to protest. Don't worry, we'll do this together. It might take time, but I need to be proactive about approaching everyone and deepening our connections. Whoa, her first bonding events. Interesting. Okay, and it looks like we have to start over. I mean, we know stuff about him, but it's starting over. And our grades are still the same. It's nice. Yeah, this is exactly like, wow, I can't think. The time traveling game that I played last year from the same creators. You got the whole line, it's gonna be a mess by the end we're done. Supposedly there's 100 different choices. But yeah, we're done for today. We got decently far. And my head hurts, so I need to lay down for a bit. Who are we gonna raid? Sure, we can raid this one. They're doing art. Okay, you guys, thanks for hanging out. This game really opens up now, so expect lots of it. We'll be back tomorrow with some more. But I don't have much. That ending of the first line was crazy. Who would have thought Ada was evil? I'm curious to see what it means when we leave him alive. But that won't be for a while. We'll probably knock out a bunch of the other. But until then, thank you guys for hanging out, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, and I'll see you guys next time.